Hey guys, welcome back with the episode today with Cocast, and we got a little newbie over here, but we got Manny and Trey back on.
It's good.
Tell the people who you are, what you do, where you from.
My name is Joel Hutchinson. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. I go to Livingston College. I play football, study sports management.
So talk to me a little bit about this is your first. This is your first podcast. So how do you feel? How do you feel actually? Yeah.
You on the co-cast?
I feel honored to be here.
Yeah.
And just to have this experience because I know this is the first to many, and just I feel great. Thanks for inviting me, man.
No problem.
That's lit, bro.
What's up, guy? What you call? You pissed off a couple people today. How you feeling about that?
Man, I just kept it real. I don't feel like I pissed off anybody. I just said my opinion.
What happened?
Do you feel you got any hate? Did you get any hate DMs?
Nah, I ain't getting no hate DMs. They ain't doing that.
So I need to
Positivity,
get
all
big,
love over
we need
here.
to get big enough so we can get him hate DMs. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Bring all the love.
It's the cleanest, cockiest cast in the country, man.
Yeah.
Co-cast.
Nah, but he was on a real talking about he doesn't want a prenup, and people kind of got kind of jittery and they're like, oh, this dude is kind of stupid and shit. If you read the comments, I ain't gonna lie, they were kind of getting wild on his ass.
Well, what is wrong with not wanting a prenup?
Feel me?
There's nothing wrong. If you really trust your woman, bro, and you know that shit forever, by you basically getting a prenup, you just setting up this not gonna work out.
Having doubts in the back of your head.
Exactly.
That's what I'm, bro.
You really
We
don't
could
trust
get
her.
into that, but I was just saying, bro, basically to shorten it down, bro, if you put God first to your relationship, bro, you
Facts.
make that the vocal point, it's going to work. I see my parents, bro, they married 40 years plus, bro, my aunts and uncles, bro, but I'm different. I mean, we kind of different because we African, so but yeah, just to sum it up, that was a great topic, though, for the last.
That's a fair
last
perspective, though.
Nah, for real, it is. I respect that.
Because of your supporting factors.
Yeah.
You did have a good set of those.
I got a question for you guys. Do you guys find yourself emotional? Do you guys consider you guys emotional?
Me personally, yeah, I feel like I'm an emotional person when I care about you. But
No, just in general.
in general,
Yeah.
yeah, it really depends on the situation. If I care, yeah, I'm going to be emotional. My feelings is in it.
Bro, I've been emotional all my life.
But emotional in what way though?
I show a lot of okay, let me use this as an example. I'm emotional when it comes to playing sports.
Yeah.
And I'm a competitor, so I'm always emotional. Even playing video games, anytime I'm competing, I'm always emotional because I always want to win. And I wear my emotions on my sleeve. You're going to see my emotion. You're going to know if I made a big play or if
Facts.
I'm winning. I'm going to
Facts.
tell you about it.
Okay,
And I'm going to
yeah.
tell you about yourself, too, while I'm doing it. You feel me?
That's why I rock with Manny. That's why I rock with you, bro. I like
Yeah,
dudes.
Trey, you're emotional. You don't have to answer this.
Nah, look,
You are a
hey,
very emotional person,
especially when it comes to this game, though, it's hard not to be emotional. But I don't
Nah,
wear
for
my.
real.
I'm not gonna say I'm emotional to the point I wear my heart on my sleeve, though. I know how to keep it inside. But y'all done seen me snap a couple times in practice before. Of course, it's an intense game. It's very
Yeah.
physical. It's violent. But if you ask in life if I'm emotional, I am in touch with my emotions. I do have a lot of. I ain't gonna lie, man. I got a lot of pain coming behind this. You feel me? But yeah, bro. I don't always express it, but I'm definitely in tune with my emotions.
Not me personally. I feel like I am in tune with my emotions too, especially when it comes to football. I don't think people understand a lot goes behind football players. A lot of us been doing this since we was kids, and we're trying to bring this to as far as we can. So this is really for a lot of us, it's been our whole life. We've been playing the sport since we was kids.
And the doubt aspect.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? I'm a 5'8" receiver, bro. They did not want to see me be here.
Bro, you run a 4.3, bro.
But I wasn't always. I wasn't.
He told me to run a 4.25.
I wasn't always 4'3" though, and I wasn't always. You feel me? 150. You feel me? In middle school, bro, you looking at a kid who was about probably 4 feet tall, maybe 80 pounds soaking wet. That's not exactly everybody's top prospect. You feel what I'm saying? So it was a lot of.
Wouldn't be mine.
Hey, I'm proud of you.
I
You might get you a front office position.
How do you guys
smart assessment.
define emotions for a man though? On the man side of the spectrum.
Bro, honestly, bro, it's kind of hard being emotional, being a man. You just can't show different emotions. Some emotions is not accepted by, everybody else. I don't, let me ask y'all, would you cry in front of your girl?
No.
Would you cry in front of your girl?
Nah.
Would you cry in front of your
I
girl?
mean,
Yes,
it
I
ain't
would.
happen. Nah, it ain't happen though. It ain't happen.
it
reason-
happened, but
reason-
you would, though, right?
Huh?
You would, though, right?
Nah, I'm not gonna
reason-
say I would, but it's not necessarily
But
something.
why?
you can
But
control.
why would you? Why
If
would
I
you
can
put
control it,
yourself-
I'm not going to.
Because if I'm if she allows me to lead her, right?
Yeah.
If I'm leading the relationship. So you obviously she's looking at me as a protector. I'm her provider. All this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm held to a standard.
I
And
get
if
that.
I'm crying right in front of the person I'm supposed to protect and provide's face,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like they will look at me as like.
But that's
you know
what I'm saying though.
But
Like
yeah,
that's what I'm
like-
saying. With
Like they don't
with
want to see
men,
that.
we can't
They
show
do
all
not
our
want to see
emotions.
that. They do
I
not
think,
want to see
like,
that.
No,
All right, me personally,
that
what I would
part.
say, I think me personally, like if I want to have like a emotional heart to heart conversation type shit, like something like that, I'll go definitely talk to my boys about it because I know they'll understand way
They'll-
more.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say it's like, yeah, you could have those conversations, but if it's like one of those like, damn, like you know what I'm saying, it's like really like might make you tear up type shit. It's like for me, me personally, I rather just talk to my boys about this shit because they can understand more and
yeah,
like because it's a man's man type of thing. You get what I'm saying?
I
So
get
it's
you.
more that feeling like, all right, like yeah, we know because we live this side of the world, like we live on this side of the spectrum with you.
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So they understand and get the gist of what's going on and all that, and you go from there. Because when it's your boys, bro, you guys are locked in. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you know
Yeah.
the ones you can trust.
But
Yeah,
I feel
especially.
like this, bro. Like it's okay to cry in front of your girl. Like sometimes, don't keep like holding those. Nah, real
Say,
talk.
yeah, chill.
That man
Nah,
said
real talk.
sometimes.
Nah, because like,
Bro,
yo,
sometimes
Alright,
though.
hey,
go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
go
let you
ahead.
finish. I'm gonna let him finish.
Nah, real talk. Because like, bro, it has been times when I had cried in front of my girl, and just like with my ex, and just like, yo, like sometimes like they really need to see that.
How
Like,
she reacted
No.
though? Like
she
I want to know.
comforted
Like,
me. She was there for me.
she
She
comfort
comforted me.
you, bro?
Yeah, like she was there for
Bro,
me.
they go
You know,
comfort you in the
hey,
moment.
no, bro,
like,
no,
oh,
we
They
go
go comfort you in that.
Yeah, they gonna comfort. Like she probably was talking about
It's
me.
like,
behind
oh
my
yeah,
back
you
to
little
her
bitch, it's
friends.
okay, you little pussy.
Like,
but that's lit though.
like,
But like,
I mean, she probably was, bro.
bro, you know where I got it from though? You know where I learned this from?
Where you learning from, bro?
My mama. It got to a certain point, and I got a sister too. I hit a certain age, bro. Them tears, bro. You stop. As you start to notice, especially as a male, they not gonna get you that far, bro. And your girl, yeah, when you cry in front of her, this is my perspective because I see what you're saying 100%. I'm not gonna act like there's never been a moment where I wanted to cry, but she's gonna comfort you in that moment. But in the end, bro, when she looks back on that memory, if it's the third, fourth time, and it's multiple times, bro, and it's within like a 6-month span, a year span, that's not the way you lead a group of people, bro.
how
Cole was
often?
talking about-
Hold on.
Cole was talking about leading the relationships, bro.
Yeah.
That's not the way you
Well,
lead.
Hey, how often did you cry in front of your girl? Like, how many times did that happen?
She saw me cry. I want to say like in front of her twice.
Twice.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
too much.
Too many.
Yeah,
It was the first time.
should have been the
Was
first time.
the first time was I had a mental breakdown, like from everything that was going on from football and just a relationship in school, and like I was like I couldn't just hold it in. And then the second time when like I found out that she was doing stuff behind my back, and like it hurt me so bad to the point where, like
Chill.
it
I
brought
ain't
me to
laughing. I'm
tears,
laughing
bro.
at
I
this man.
feel brought me to tears, bro.
I feel
because,
him,
like,
bro.
it hurt.
That
bro.
hurts. That hurts.
It
That
hurt.
hurts.
Like,
Nah, I
like,
feel
when
you,
you're
bro.
betrayed, when you're betrayed by somebody
Feel
you
you, bro.
love so much, bro.
That
like,
hurts,
They
bro.
betrayed you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That joint hurt, bro.
You had too
I
much
know.
faith in her, bro. You had too
Yeah, I
much
had
faith
too
in her.
much faith. I held it at a higher standard when like she really right here, but I put her up here.
Yeah,
She's like right here.
No, I'm
so,
like, no, honestly, real shit. I'm glad that happened to you now.
yeah,
It won't happen later on in life. You
Definitely.
know what I'm saying? It's a learning experience. You get what I'm
it
saying?
is. You live, you
But,
learn.
like, no, on some real shit. Like I give you props even saying that, even coming on the pod,
Yeah,
saying that
Nah,
shit.
that's
Like
real,
you know what I'm
though.
saying? Because
That's why I wanted him
like,
on here though, cause he like
yeah, this
he gonna speak his mind.
yeah,
He's real and he
you know what I'm
different.
saying? There's
and
people that's
he
actually
unique,
gonna be
bro.
watching
Unique,
this shit. So
unique,
like you
bro.
even having like like even just letting your business out there, bro. Like that's like respect. You feel me?
yeah.
That's 110% respect.
Grown
On some
man.
real
Thank
shit,
you.
man. You can't. Nah, you can't be doing that shit because if she's doing that, like if she did something to you and you cry right in front of her,
Yeah,
it's like it gives her that like sense of knowledge. It's like, oh yeah, like I'm glad I did that shit because it's like she would look at you like, damn nigga, yeah, like you little pussy ass. Like that's.
I
why
mean,
did
like
that
she
shit.
probably was. I ain't gonna hold it back.
Bro,
like female,
She
bro.
definitely did.
What
Like,
made
I'm
you
being
put
real
so
with
much
you.
trust in her though? Like I wanna
Because
know
like
that.
she showed me things I never saw before in a female, and honestly, like, and that's why I feel like I was more hurt because like when I finally let my guard down, because I built a wall up after my first time getting heartbroken, so this is my second serious heartbreak. So when I put my guard down and finally let her in, the moment I did that, that's when everything just went downhill, and it was just like to the point like it was so much lying, so much like backstab. I was like, bro, like,
Like, what was she doing?
So
though?
you
Like,
so you let it.
was
So
she
you let it
cheating on
continue.
you?
nah, she wasn't cheating on me, but like it has been a situation where like it looked like she was cheating on me.
Bless your heart.
Like it was a
I know,
situation.
it hurt so bad.
And then she got mad at me. She got mad at me because I thought she was cheating. I was like, bro, you gonna get mad at me because you get mad at me because I think you're cheating. And so what happened was I had to leave. I left school, but then I forgot I had a test in person. So then I had to fly back. I was staying with her for like 5 days. And literally the first day we're talking, and then like she gets a phone call, and her ex calls her, and I'm not gonna say his name. We're just call him. We don't call him Pat. So
No, don't say Pat because I know Pat. Chill.
just
all right, we're gonna say
Shout out to LXB. Shout out to Pat. You know, doing big things. I think he's on Chronicles, New Hampshire.
Hey, Cole gonna put on for that
news,
set.
Shout out to Pat, man.
Cole gonna put.
All right, we're gonna call him Devin. All right, so
don't even just call him that.
we just call him the ex. All right, so basically like he was calling her, and then I was like, yo, you ain't gonna pick it up, like calling you, like somebody's calling you, and I was like, who's that? She was like, oh, that's just my ex. I was like,
told you?
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
why he's calling you? Like, and she was like, I thought you said you had him blocked. She was like, oh, his mom's my. All right, so I don't want to get like too descriptive. Everybody probably know what I'm talking about by now. So like,
I don't.
Go ahead, bro. Let it out, bro. Let it out.
She said his mom's my soror, and like she needed to get in contact with me about something. And I was like, so why didn't the moms contact
Tell
me?
me, what's a soror though?
So basically, when you're in a sorority, anybody who pledged before you are your soror, your big sister, or something like that. So yeah, so she was like, oh, his mom's my soror, and she needed to talk to me about something. I said, okay, so why didn't mom didn't call you? And then she was like, oh, well, like I don't.
Let me ask you this: did you believe her when she was telling you all that?
Honestly, no, I didn't. To this day, I don't believe her because I was like, I said, so how long has this been going on? Mind you, I just left 2 days ago. I came back.
Facts.
She was like, oh, this has been going on for a week. So I was like, why are you like just not telling me this? Like, I said, how'd you feel if it was my ex? She talked about some, oh, I wouldn't feel no type of way. I was like, all right. So I got real quiet. And then she was like, me being stupid, like anybody out there that was in a toxic relationship, a mentally controlling relationship, like if you're going through something like this, bro, like get out as soon as possible. Me being me, I apologize for her being upset that I was upset. And like I'm gonna be real with that. Like I apologized for a lot of stuff just because she was upset at me for being upset. Just because I want to please her to the point where it's just like that you won't leave me. And sometimes it comes from a lot of abandonment issues. I really feel like for guys out there that's in relationships like this, leave. Like when you recognize these problems, leave because all it's gonna do is keep holding you back and like causing more hurt and more pain, internal pain, mental pain. So what happened was I apologized. And then she was like, yeah, because I was about to call your teammate, tell him to come pick you up. I was like,
wow.
Dang. I was like, dang. So like
said that to you, bro?
Yeah, said that to me dead in my
What you
face.
say back though?
I was like, bro, I didn't say nothing because I didn't want to start an argument. So I was like, I was like, all right, yeah, you probably. I was like, I was just tripping.
Damn,
Bless this boy.
Bro.
So that's why right now, like I've been working myself. Like me and KO had a conversation early. Like now I'm being more like, I want to say less nice, but I'm not allowing myself to get walked all over again. Yeah, I'm standing on business now. So it's just
Philanthropist KO. I like that.
It's crazy because like as men, if you don't set that foot down, females gonna realize that like, oh, I can do anything. And she gonna run all over you. And in the moment she tries to leave or you try to leave, she knows exactly what to say, what to do to get you to come back.
Trust me, bro. Like I was watching you, bro. Like you my teammate, and I was watching you. Like
bro, everybody said it.
I was seeing how you was acting. I was just like, dang, I didn't want to let you know because you was in love though.
Nah,
you feel me?
I was in love. Wasn't in love.
I seen it.
It was lust. It was a soul time lust, bro. Like all my teammates, everybody said they seen it. They just didn't want to tell me because they knew that I wasn't gonna listen.
That's not my business. You feel me?
That's exactly what I just told, bro.
It's not my business. I couldn't speak on. I'm like, I wanted to give you like so much advice and be like, bro,
I know.
You can't move like this. Like you gotta, you feel me? Just
you was looking crazy.
But
I know I was. I was out here really,
bro.
bro.
You was in love though, so well. I wouldn't say you was in love. I don't know.
I did some wild things.
He said that so straight.
I did. It went to the point where like literally, I was buying flowers every week.
Oh my god.
Weekly, and in the moment I missed 2 weeks back to back. It was a problem.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, they'll use you. They will use you.
I was like, bro, and like I go cap like like she really wasn't like she's not a bad girl. Like she's a good person. She just has a lot that she needs to work on. Just like vice versa, I have a lot that I need to work on as well.
Good people do that too, though.
Exactly, but I'm saying like so I'm like
Any people do that? What the hell?
Wait,
nah, they use you like just because somebody like he's saying she's a good person, but sometimes good people be doing bad.
Yeah, like
ain't nobody perfect.
But it's just like honestly, like for anybody out there that's actually going through something like this, bro, like I literally just
leave.
Yeah, just leave. Like 3 months. Like I wasted 9 months of my life.
Bro, buying a
Nah, I wouldn't say you.
Nah, you didn't waste it.
Bro. You learned.
You learned though.
I learned a lot with them 9 months of my life, and now for these past 3 months, bro, I've been the happiest I ever could be.
But think about it. Hold on, my fault.
You good?
Think about that shit. That's 9 months. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
You're 20.
Yeah.
You got a long life to live. You
I
can't
do got a
even,
long life to
you can't
live.
even drink at the bar legally yet. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for
So,
real.
like,
You
this
right.
is, you would look at this shit. You would remember this shit like, damn, I was a pussy back then.
Nah, for
You
real.
know what I'm saying? And then later on, you're like, yeah, I'm growing now. You feel me?
Nah, but it like the verse that Rod Ray said, bro. Like he was like, I
Rod
could have
Wave?
went. Yeah, I could have
oh
went. And
yeah,
did
you was definitely in your feelings.
No. Like he said I could have went and did you, but was faithful. It was moments and
What
opportunities
you
where
say?
like
Say it again.
he said I could have went and did you, but I was faithful. Like it's been multiple times where like I
That's
could have went
hard.
and did her dirty
She
when I
did.
used to go back home. Like my ex used to hit me up and stuff like that. Till this day, I never told her about it. But like they used to hit me up and like.
Shout out to the co-pod.
And they live around and like I live in Connecticut, so small. So all my exes lived within a 5-minute walking distance away from me. So like I
Killer.
could have went and did her
He
dirty,
could have
but
went
like,
killer mode.
I didn't. Like I was like, and I like
And that's so P of you, bro. That you stood on business.
You a
and
good
didn't let
man.
go,
You a
bro.
good dude,
Don't
bro.
let,
for
this,
real.
don't let
A
these
lot
niggas
of them
listen
would've
to you,
folded-
bro.
folded,
Don't
bro.
let these niggas lie to you,
bro.
That's not-
I'm not saying. I'm not
Bro.
saying.
You a good
I'm
dude.
not
He
saying
loyal.
that I would have did the same thing you did, but I'm just saying like you stood on business though.
nah,
like,
for real.
Yeah,
And
And like I know other men that was like literally other men that was in the situation I was in. They would either one
you
cheated.
would have went to go see
or-
that ex.
Yeah, they went to go see the ex.
Yeah,
Like shoot, like
facts.
bro, like she like I'm going over there because like I know for a fact I'm gonna get treated right. You feel me? And it's just like bro, like what?
Yeah.
Bro, I can't. Bro.
Yeah. No, I'm rocking with
trying
you.
to go get
saying,
that
though, bro. I'm
treatment.
rocking with
Bro,
it.
I'm
I'm
telling
rocking
you,
with it.
bro.
Like so,
nah,
like yeah, like so, like
not
basically to finish
going.
it off, bro. Like I wasn't even a simp. I was a square.
Ooh.
Like I'm be real. Like I was a sucker. Like a yes man. And like for men out there, bro, it's not good to be a yes man or a sucker because females would sit here, bro, and like
He preaching. He
and
preaching.
literally like suck you dry, bro. I'm being so serious. Like they really
Really?
they literally take what they can from you when they're done with you, and they feel like they don't need no more. They would drop you like a bad habit, bro, and then move on to the next. So honestly, men out there that was going through this, bro, and you recognize you're going through situations with multiple people. Like one thing God would do, God would send multiple people in your life to tell you, like if he know that he's gonna send you multiple people, because he know that listen, all right. If he's not gonna listen to the voice in his head, that's me that's telling him this. Then I'm gonna send other people, like his friend group. They're gonna tell him like literally like, yo, like
Nah, we need some claps for that.
you need to get out of this
Oh, yeah,
situation.
like,
Like
finish
you need to get out of this situation. You need like look what's happening to you. You're not the same anymore. You're like I went back on a lot of my morals and a lot of my beliefs just being in this relationship trying to please a female. So like one thing I'm gonna tell people, if it takes for you to go back on what you believe on, what you stand on, for you to please a person, they're not the one for you. So like honestly,
Niggas snapping.
you gotta not be real talk, bro, because like you gotta let go, bro, because literally sometimes the devil, like right before you reach your blessing, the devil will send distractions in your life just to stop you or hold you back from
Yes,
reaching
Lord.
that blessing.
Yes,
Literally,
Lord.
you could be right there at the door and the devil know, like, I know his weakness. Like my weakness, I know my weakness is woman. My weakness is woman. So like literally most of
Lord.
my weakness, like most of my distractions is mainly women. So like if I know like before I met her, I was doing so good, like working out 3 times a day, staying healthy and stuff like that. Got in a relationship with her, working out like twice a day, eating a lot of fast food, stuff like that, calling it happy weight. Like that happy weight, bro, like, yeah, it can be real to a certain extent. If you're like, you just know yourself being unhealthy and you're slacking, then like that's a problem. That's just a whole distraction, pulling you back from where you're going. Like, it's gonna take you 10 steps back when all you was trying to do is go forward. And look what the devil do. The devil will send anything he knows that would distract you to like hinder you, to stop you from getting to where God wants you to go. So like I look at it this way, like that whole situation was just a distraction, but God is so good. God taught me so much in that situation to the point where like I had to sit right here and pray to get out this relationship. And I said, God, please get out this relationship to the point where like I can't do anything to control it. So he had to make her break up with me. And then every time I tried to come back, it was always something coming up. I said, God, even when I try to go back, stop it. And till this day, like, we're not together. I'm single. And I'm at the happiest I can be. Like, I literally wake up and the first thing I do is make my bed. I haven't did that since I was in middle school. Like, I'm mentally back to, like.
You getting in your mode.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
It's a start.
Exactly. Like when people be like, breakups, get you locked in. That's true. Breakups get you locked in, bro. Like, so, like, when I tell you, like, yo, if you're in a relationship trying to please somebody, don't. Like, I was right here about to spend my whole refund check on a promise ring for her.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
bro, I was really wilding out here, bro. Like,
I remember you said a promise. I'm like, bro, you fucking bullshit.
I was about to stop. I was about to drop. I was really about to drop $600 on the ring, bro. No cap. Like I was really about to and it's because like of the point where I didn't want her to leave, and that comes from like a lot of past trauma, of a lot of people leaving me and abandoning me. So like that's why I started like going talking to people, talking to like like going to therapy and stuff like that, praying a lot and stuff like that, getting myself together because like from when I go meet my wife, I don't want to mess anything. I want to be the best I can be, so I can give her the best version of myself, and she can give me the best version of herself, and we can continue to grow. So like I said, if you're in a situation like this, bro, let go, bro. Like it's a
certain
post
people
out there
talk,
that
you
says,
gotta listen.
nah, for real. It's a post out there that says sometimes it's better as a man holding a rope, and the rope is causing so much damage. And it says sometimes it's better to let go than to hold on. When he let go of the rope, all the pain was relieved. Sometimes it's better to let go than just hold on.
Oh my gosh, he came on here
Oh, yeah.
preaching.
So you guys think it's okay to show your girl emotions, like to show the emotional side of you?
Certain emotions.
You better
Yeah.
control him. You better
What
control 'em.
emotions is you talking about though?
Yeah, just like your
Like
emotions
crying?
in general. Like any type of emotions. So, like for me personally,
Yeah, my girl gonna see me mad. Like,
Yeah, mad,
yeah.
upset.
Yeah, she gonna see all of that,
All of
especially if
that.
y'all together. But
Yeah.
you better keep it in control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if
Yo,
you
don't
lash
lose
out,
control.
you don't want to scare your girl.
You
Like
bet-
it was
you-
a moment where
yeah.
it was a moment where I had punched something,
Mm.
and like, I had punched the wall out of aggression, anger, and it wasn't even towards her. Like it was just towards of like all the day going on, and she like, yo, like that scared me. So like you got to be careful what you do around your girl because sometimes,
not even around your girl, just in people in
oh
general.
yeah, people in general
Yeah.
because like. You don't know like what would trigger a person. Like you never know when a person was in a previous abusive relationship. You don't know when a person be like, oh, like you crazy. Let me stay away from you. Like stuff like that. Like you have to control your
Or
emotions.
just not even that, just like in general, like you don't know who's around.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's watching at any time.
exactly. That affects your character as well.
Yeah, so like someone could look at you that's like someone that's really higher up that maybe can help you later on in life. You know,
Yeah.
maybe give you a raise or like oh yeah, like did it, you know what I mean, help you up later on.
Yeah.
And see you do some crazy thing out of character, that's just gonna mess you up. You feel me? So like for me, like emotional, like I guess you could say emotional because I have mood swings and all that shit. So I'd be all over the fucking.
I be seeing them.
Yeah, I'd be all
Oh
over
yeah,
the
I do.
I
place.
be
See.
seeing it be so funny, bro. I be like, you just walk past Cole, he be like, "Look, bro, I ain't with the bullshit today, bro." He got that look on his face.
And like 20 minutes later, bro, it's just like a whole different person.
But I be chilling out. I just be having that face. But then when I just feel like goofing around, I just be goofing around.
Yeah, you
And then-
growing up though. You
And
grown.
then, yeah. So they're gonna see me. But when it comes to being sad, like I really don't get sad. But like I would say what I gotta say, but I'm not gonna say so much. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
keep it sweet, like short, sweet, and concise, and just keep it pushing from there. With me,
Classic man.
because I feel like I don't have to have like an emotional conversation with the girl. Like
Yeah.
it's just like for me, it's just like I said, I really just have it with my guy. You feel me? Like with my boys.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, kumbaya.
Yeah, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
way.
Yeah.
It's so productive though, cause we get so much out of it. I feel like every time, you feel me, we come here, we have a conversation, we honest, and we touch on all aspects of it. So it's healthy to have a group of boys around you. You feel me? Group of guys that you know is your brothers.
Or
and you
girls.
trust.
I
Yeah,
feel like girls
too.
need to talk more.
And that's
Oh, yeah.
important. It's important to have a woman that you can confide in and ask for advice, especially in this day and age.
See, for me,
definitely.
I'm kind of I don't know how I feel about that. Like
At least your mama, like a
If-
mother figure or auntie.
if
figure.
I have like guy shit going, like not even got like yeah, let's say like
So you saying you
some
want to
shit
ask a
going
woman
on.
for advice?
No, I'm like for why would I ask a woman?
But I wanna
like,
be clear,
You
though.
wouldn't ask no woman for no advice.
like guy advice.
No,
Like-
not
like-
guy advice.
but
Just
not, like-
advice. I'm talking about advice.
Like
in
what
general.
what kind of advice though?
Advice in general.
If it's
Style, fashion,
Information, style. Let's say style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
style, yeah, I definitely have
yeah, nothing
have-
major.
Yeah, see, but like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like, let's say like how to be like, let's say like let's say you have a
Well,
dad,
would
right?
you-
So like, let's say you conversation with you and your dad, right?
Yeah.
Can your dad give you those can your mom give you those same conversations?
Nah, it's different.
That's
I-
why that's
I mean, it's
basically what
different,
I.
but
That's
she-
But
what
that's
she
what I'm
still can
saying
give me
though.
advice,
I
though.
believe in duality. Like
She still can give
I'm
me
never.
advice, though.
I'm always gonna be a
It
firm
wouldn't-
believer in women. Like you need
My mom
women.
still can give me
Yeah,
advice.
yeah. I'm not saying you don't
Yeah,
need women at all.
yeah.
I'm saying there's different type of advice I would ask them. If it's more like a
I'll
like
ask
fair.
a woman.
like a guy like
for
more of a
relationship
guy advice, I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not gonna ask a woman for guy advice.
Yeah, that's fair.
No,
Like
yeah,
to
I
me,
feel
that's
you.
that's crazy talk.
Like if something going on the field or whatever, and she don't play football, I feel that. Like I get it.
Yeah, like you can use that for. I mean, I'm just saying that for that example. but
Nah, I'm not.
I feel
yeah,
like
I'm
this.
asking a woman for advice. I don't care, bro.
I feel like this.
for
like,
guy
I'ma ask-
advice, as
yeah,
like to be a man.
Relate.
Like you had a bad
not how to be a
practice.
man, but certain things how to go
How you want a
about
man to treat
certain
you.
situations.
Like how you want a man to treat you, something like that.
Yeah, like certain
Pause.
certain things. I'll ask a woman like, you got to give me a better example.
All right, so how about like
Not about how to be a man though.
no, I mean not how to be a man. I'm saying like ask a woman how do you want a man to treat you.
Yeah,
Like,
like
I
how
feel
should
like-
how should I go about certain situations?
Yeah.
I'll ask a woman that. Yeah.
Yeah, like basically like how to get a female. You
Nah,
can ask
nah,
a
nah.
female.
No,
I have
like
no
why would
problem
you
with
don't
that,
you don't
bro.
ask a fish how to
I
catch
have
fish?
no problem how to get a female. Never.
You don't
No, but I'm
never
saying
did.
I'm
No,
saying
you
that's
don't
something you
ask
can
girls.
ask.
You don't
Never
ask
did.
girls. you
I'm
don't
saying
ask-
that's something.
See, why would you ask a girl how to get girls if you get if But yeah, trust me, there are girls that can help you get girls. Yes,
Yeah.
there is 100%. Yes, there are. But at the same time, what would you add? Like you don't ask fish how to catch other fish.
Okay.
Nah, I feel it. I feel
You
it.
know
I
what I'm
feel it.
saying?
But then
Like,
that's like saying that it's just like because like, I have female friends. And like in certain
Mhm.
situations, I'm like, yo, like I would ask them to ask my guy friends become like I know I'll get better advice from a female friend when it comes to certain
See,
topics
that was
on
the
how to pull
problem,
a
bro.
female.
You should have talked to your boys more.
No, because like I get both sides. Whoever
Oh,
side I
okay.
feel like it's
thought
gonna
you
work,
said
I'm gonna
you-
go to
oh, I
that
thought
side.
you-
I
I thought you
don't
just say
know.
you asked.
I feel like this. It's okay to ask a female on how like
What
how
type
would
of
you want a man to approach you, like or how we want a man to like how can a man?
Yeah, you can survey
Finesse
women.
you,
You
you
can
feel me?
survey them and see what they like.
That's what I'm
most.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes they just what you call like they don't even know the damn.
Yeah,
selves.
sometimes
Oh yeah,
they
that
really,
is true.
yeah.
They don't
Sometimes
even
they-
know the damn selves at times. So it's
Sometimes
like,
you gotta
you gotta ask the guy that knows that does it.
Yeah.
Like, to get the best, to get the get. You know what I mean? Get the
Yeah.
best advice and you go through and do it yourself.
Advice you're looking for.
Yeah, that's how you go. Really. Like, I'm not gonna ask Trey how to throw a ball. I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask
nah.
Manny
Nah,
how
you-
to throw a
I'll
ball.
ask
should,
Manny how
though.
to throw. I'm not asking you how to throw a ball.
Yeah, nah, I don't care. But
That's like you asking me how to catch a football. Like
right.
I mean, I know the basics, but like I don't know no tricks ins and out. You can ask me how to get past offensive tackle. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Do you think your emotions? Do you guys think your emotions are tied to your mental well being?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Those two really go together. They go together.
Because if your mind not right
Your emotions is definitely gonna show that your mind's not right.
and your body language, your actions, your
Yeah.
character, the way you move, all of it, and people around you can see. Like Joel said, we all saw it. So,
Yeah.
but that's the thing. Like a lot of men, they don't get. Nobody's going. It's important because if you're not checking in on your mental health,
Not for real.
probably nobody else will, and that's
I think
unfortunately
you, I think
truth
you
we
could have
live in.
you could have a great like mentally you could be good, but emotionally you're just not there, or even emotionally you're good and mentally you're just all over the place.
I saw something about the linebacker who was on the Chiefs, who he went to
The front office killed himself. Talk about
yeah.
him? Yeah, I heard.
and
about
it's
that.
like when I saw that I was really like
Wait, when was this?
This was recent. It's like I want to say within
What
the
happened?
past 2 months. Well,
he went into the front office and talked to the general manager, and then they called his coach in, and then he was like, "Thank y'all for everything," and then he had a gun and
yeah. So like honestly, so
Did it right in front of them?
yeah, in front of
Chiefs
everybody.
in the Chiefs
Yeah.
front office, bro.
This year?
Yeah, it's like a couple
I
months.
don't
ago.
know what year it
I
was,
don't remember this.
but
If it wasn't a couple months ago, because
it-
like a lot of people been talking about it a lot. Like
but I remember seeing it when I first saw it. I was like,
yeah.
so I'm not crazy. Like,
So I don't know when it comes out on social media right now, but like it's like a lot of people's talking about. So I really believe it was probably like the past couple months.
mental state is real.
Nah, for
Emotions
real.
is Like,
And like men's mental health, I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that. Like every time wherever you go, you see woman's health, woman's emotion matter, woman this, woman that. But what
Yeah.
about the men? Like a lot of men just taught that like you have two emotions, happy and angry. Like you can't cry, you can't express yourself. Like if you do express yourself, you're less of a man. You cry, you're less of a man. I feel like we do have to snap out of that mentality because like
we
and
learn
then
it young.
Yeah.
I don't know
We learn
because
it young.
if you're out here just crying, like man, the fuck up.
no,
You don't
I
gotta
get
be out
that,
here
but,
just
like
crying. You
out
don't
here
gotta be out
crying.
here
But I
just
feel like if you need to express yourself, it's okay to express yourself. Like
Yeah, there's different ways to express yourself. Like
Yeah.
there's like for me, I think there's a feminine way to express yourself and there's a masculine way to express yourself.
what is a feminine way and a masculine way of expressing yourself?
Like for example, a feminine way of expressing yourself is crying. A masculine way of expressing yourself is like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just use this field to like do something like be
Fuel to
more
the fire.
productive. Yeah.
But like if that's the case, then like
Bro, see, I kind of
No, I just wanted to use- I was using that for
disagree
you.
with
I
that,
feel
but I don't know when you would cry. Like I can't remember the last time I cried. Like I only cry like probably when people die.
Like yeah, that's
But,
like,
like,
for
cried
me,
last
yeah,
time I
yeah.
cried,
I'm
yeah,
not
so
I
gonna
don't.
say
I wouldn't say I cried. Like,
no, like for me personally, I'm not gonna say I definitely cried. Like when I broke my shit, like I remember there was like days I remember I cried. I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, like don't fucking like, oh yeah.
it's okay to cry.
Yeah,
It's-
but
it's
like for
okay for
like,
men to cry.
I think it's more like in your own personal space. You need that own
Yeah.
space. For
oh
If
yeah,
you
not
a
public.
grown
I get
man-
what you're saying. Now.
If
you
you're a
know what I'm
grown man
saying?
in a public setting and you start crying, people look at you with kind of a look of confusion or kind of
because it's
Yeah.
rare
or
to see.
uneasiness compared to if a woman's crying, bro. You'll see 10 people come out of the room
Are
and
you
start
okay?
comforting
Yeah,
her.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Like I said, you're
But
supposed.
that's
you're,
where we need to get to though, bro.
To the point where like if you see a man crying, check up with him too.
Facts.
Yeah.
I feel that way too.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with his ass. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like
Because everybody
Something
knows.
wrong with his ass. He said it like he was so disgusted.
Nah, for real.
because yeah, there's definitely is something wrong with you. If you're a man
Yeah.
and you're crying in public, there's definitely something wrong with this nigga, man. Like, no, I'm
Why,
being
why
not
can't
real.
he just be like upset, like to the point where like he-
upset when you're crying? Like, do you not hear how
Nah.
that sounds? Like, bro, I'm not gonna walk outside. Like, if someone saw me and they see me, like out in
I
public.
obviously know something's really wrong. Like
Yeah,
I'm
something
gonna
has to
check
be.
up
Yeah,
on
there
you.
has to be something that's really wrong. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be like, all right, yeah, fuck that. Like, I'm gonna make sure, like, you know what I mean. I just gotta move
Yeah.
around and shit. Like, I'm not the type to like. I don't want people. I don't need people in my business. I don't need people checking up on me
That's
like
fact.
that. Unless I want, like, unless I'm going out to reaching out for you. Like, unless you're really cool with me and you said like, oh yeah, like he needs someone and all that
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let me be in this space and expect someone to come and help me.
So then you're saying that that's like attention seeking, like a man.
It is.
Yeah, like,
Because that's
yeah.
as a man, you got to know
Because like I
nobody's
said,
coming
like
to save
for
Yeah,
me,
you.
nobody,
like,
yeah.
like for me personally, what I think as a man is like, bro, like you are a leader. You have to show that you're capable of protecting and providing for other people.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like I remember when I was a little ass kid. I remember I used to look at my dad and other people in the church and other male figures in the church. I'm like, all right, I feel protected around these dudes. Like I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk around with them, and I know I'm not gonna like. I don't feel unsafe.
yeah.
You feel me? But if I see, like, let's say we're in public and I see these niggas crying, I'm like, bro, like, what the hell?
They
Like,
were like, bro, like, man up, bro. What you crying for? You supposed to
yeah,
protect
I'm,
me,
like,
bro.
I'm,
Like,
I'm definitely going to tell my mom at this point, like, oh, these dudes over here crying. Like, what the hell?
but I feel like this, like, all right, I was watching this movie John Gotti, and it's when his son died, and everybody was crying, like the wife was crying, the kids was crying, and he was the only one not crying. Like he was comforting them, like being the backbone. But then his son, one night he heard his dad crying. His son crept out the room and peeked behind the corner. He sees him like in the living room by himself crying. So like it goes to show you that like sometimes, man, like what you said earlier, like like we're the
Yeah,
protector.
he has his own safe space.
Yeah, like he has his own safe space that he don't want to show his family that it's crying. But like, do you understand like how much mental I can really put on a man? Like, I can't show nobody that I'm crying. I can't express that because if I express that, I'm less of a man if they see me cry.
The world is not good. It's not a perfect place.
It's not, but I feel
It's
like
not a perfect place. Yeah, yes. Like, if the dude cried that his son died, yeah, I'm not going to look at him like, no, he's less of a man for that at a funeral. That was his own personal decision. Like, I'm not going to cry.
but like, what if he was thinking that like if I cry in front
He
of them,
cried in his own time. He knew his emotions.
yeah,
He was still in tune with his emotions.
yeah,
And like you know what? He's like, yeah. I'm gonna make sure I get my own time to make sure I get my own tears out because I know how I feel and I want to let shit loose.
okay,
You don't have just because other people letting shit loose at their own time doesn't mean you have to do it at the same time as them.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
As long as you're doing it in a healthy manner, and you're doing it in a healthy manner, and you're doing it in the correct way, and it's not harming anyone.
Yeah,
There's no issue. You don't have to do it while everyone else is doing it. Like I hate seeing people cry. I don't want to say hate because it's like I'm just
Damn,
not
you
a fan
sound
of it.
fucked up when you
No,
said
no, no,
that.
no. I just don't like.
I feel him though, cause back in school on the last day of school when everybody was
Nigga,
crying,
I
like we wasn't
hated
finna be
that,
back.
bro.
in
We're gonna be
rebounds.
back in 3
Bro, I
months.
was-
What are you crying
Bro,
for?
what?
Nah.
Everybody was crying, but I used to be geeking, bro. I
I
used
was
to
like, yo, it's summer. We lit. We turned up.
Like,
Like,
Nah,
Yeah,
like what I'm saying is
bro.
like, no,
That was
I
wild.
don't like being in sad environments. I just
I
don't.
feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like at a funeral and all that shit. It's like, damn.
Yeah,
It's like
bro.
everyone's crying. It's like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just it's like it's just that feeling. It's like no one likes funerals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I like being in a happy mood. I like being in happy settings. That's like where I feel more comfortable at.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel you 100%.
Nah, so like stuff like that. It's like I said, I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, I didn't like I never cried.
Yeah,
But I remember there's times I'm like, all right, like I'm just gonna walk away, boom, like you know what I mean. If I gotta shed some tears, I gotta shed some tears and just come back. Like, all right, shit ain't shit happen.
yeah. And like
You know what I'm saying?
every man has their own preference on when to cry.
Yeah.
Like, some men are okay to cry in public, and some men like I'm going to wait till I'm by myself because some men don't want to feel like I'm crying. People gonna check me. I don't want that attention. Like I want to handle it on my own. So like I get what you're saying by that.
I ain't gonna lie. When my friend and my teammate at UVA was killed, when I had found out, y'all know me and my lead, we shared a
Yeah,
bathroom. So you feel me? We had got back from class when I had found out, and I had went in the room. We walked in the room, and bro was like, "You straight?" Like, cause it was all over the news, it was ESPN and everything, and he knew I knew him, so he was like, "Bro, you straight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." So he go in his room, close the door, and the room to door to my room was kind of cracked, but it was closed, and I just lost it. Like I wasn't even crying, bro. I was just like screaming, and like I knew he heard it, but I was like, I couldn't even control it. Like he my roommate, so he probably gonna hear it. Like I ain't have
Yeah.
no better place to express it. But it was like Manny said, like when somebody die, it really hits you. It's
It
kind of
do.
almost inevitable,
It
but
do.
That's crazy,
you
bro.
gotta let it flow. But I remember that.
When that happened, I was like that too, bro. Cause my homeboy who I used to train with, LeVelle
Yeah,
Davis, that
Lavelle.
he was part of that tragic incident too, and I broke down. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I broke down.
It's the way that it happened too. Like it was just bad. So I
Yeah.
remember that cry was kind of one of the ones where it was like, bro, I have no control. But you gotta. I kept it in during class though, for sure. Like during class, I didn't hear anything that anybody was talking about. I was just sitting there all day, like, bro, what? Like it ain't no way. And then I got back to my room, had to let it flow. So it's important we stay in touch with them and stay in control with our emotions for sure.
And it's like I have a similar situation that like last year around this time during spring, my aunt had passed. My aunt was like my second mom. And
Yeah.
when I found out, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. My mom had called me. Instead of me crying in my dorm, 'cause I didn't want nobody to hear me come check up on me. I went to the football field and was crying at the football field like as loud as I can, 'cause I know nobody's gonna hear me. And then literally, I was crying to get in the shower, and already told like I told like 4 of my teammates, Will, which is my sweet mate, and then 2 of my other close teammates. I told them about it because they like, what's wrong? So I told them my aunt died, and like, I just want to be left alone. And I was crying in the shower, and 'cause I just couldn't hold it. Like like with
Yeah,
Tracy, like
especially when you
eventually,
alone. The
yeah,
shower one of them times when you alone.
yeah. So I was crying in the shower, and like I guess he must have heard me. Because when I got out, he knocked on my door and was like, bro, like if you like whenever you feel comfortable, like come and talk to me about it if you want to, because like just don't hold it in, like let it out. And like sometimes I feel like as men, like we hold our emotions so much that it builds until like there's no more room to keep building. It's just gonna explode and collapse like a Jenga, like Jenga. You keep on stacking and stacking and stacking, eventually it's gonna fall down and collapse. And I feel like a lot of men do that. That's why like it's a lot of outbursts, especially in the black community. Like a lot of black men, because like
That's a lot of us end up in jail.
yeah, because like we don't know how to like we're not told on how to express ourselves. Like think about it. When you're sitting down, right? Or let's say you're playing or something like that, and then like or your mom says something to you that you don't like, and you try to say something back. The first thing they always be like, I
She
don't
gonna
care, shut up,
I don't
I'm right,
know.
you're wrong. But when it comes to like the white households, they allow their kids to express themselves. That's the difference between black and white households.
Cause
Some
it's a
Let's
different.
not get into racism, bro.
hold on,
Let's not.
No, we're not
I
getting
don't.
racist. But I'm saying like
Nah, it ain't race, but it's a
Yeah.
different.
It's a
It's not race, but
I
it's
know because
it's
I
a
know where
different
this.
generational pressure for
Yeah, I
sure.
know, but this
Because, like, in a
conversation
black-
could get down the wrong.
I mean, yeah, it can go. But I'm
It
saying this.
can,
I'm
but it's
saying
important
this.
to talk about.
Yeah,
I feel
because
like.
I'm saying this because like even with Trey said, Trey was like, that's why a lot of us end in jail. A lot of us end in jail because we don't know how to control our emotions and express ourselves properly, because that's how it was when we was like babies from birth, growing up. We're not allowed to tell our parents how we feel, because if we tell them how it feels, it's considered bad talk, or it's considered, or we're being disrespectful. And that's why there's a lot of black men walking around. A lot of black men walking around that is broken. A lot of black men is walking around that is like that don't know how to communicate themselves, probably because as a kid they was silenced. They was never able to open up. That's why you have black men that have outburst issues, because they don't know how to open up, because since they was kids, it was, oh, you're being disrespectful. Stop talking. I'm right. You're wrong.
Especially a male authority figure when
That's
it's
a
not one in
that's
the
an
house.
interesting take.
Exactly.
If it's not like, and this something that for Black History Month we could talk about it. It ain't gotta be about race, but what he said is a different generational pressure, bro. If a single black mom is dealing with 2 or 3 kids, it's definitely gonna be a different response emotionally
Not for real.
than a white family with a mother, a father, and 2 kids, and a more easier communication
Yeah.
dynamic because everybody's holding their own. But
Yeah.
if you got a black family or African American family, whatever you want to call it, we have different generational traumas, different histories that come along with
do.
that. And you feel me? When you think about it, 2 generations back, 2 75-year-old women living back to back is when slavery was. So that's 2 generations.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got to make it about race, but as a slave, you have no emotional bearing. You have no say so.
At all.
So when they pass that down, raising their children, and then their children raising their children, growing up, it's not even just because you black. It's just like, bruh, sometimes people literally gonna be like, bruh, we do not care. I remember times being genuinely upset. It's not because they don't care about you. It's just we can't really handle that emotion right now. I don't know what we can do to fix it. Sometimes it's complicated.
It is. I get props to my mom because she did it with a 6.
Yeah, like, bruh, it's super women walking
Yeah,
around.
like my mom, I give her shit super. Like, yeah, granted, like my father, he did come and he did help, but then like my father got to an accident, so like it was just really back on my mom, like
Yeah.
on her own. Like my dad, he definitely did pull his weight when it came to us, but then like something happened that was out of everybody's control.
Exactly.
Then my mom had to like raise 6 kids, and like granted, my father's side of the family did step in, but like majority of the time it was my mother and the 6 of us, and she was really doing it on her own, like making it happen. This is 6 mouths you have to feed, including yourself. That's 7. Like this is the light bills is high, stuff like that. You're doing it all on your own.
You see
These
him
are
do
like
the
6
impossible.
outfits. You got like 6 shoes for back to school, stuff like that.
It's
6
impossible.
haircuts, and it's like it was 5 boys. So like you already know boys eat a lot of food. So it's just like the food and stuff like that. But like that's what I'm saying. So like I give props to these single black mothers because especially the ones with a lot of kids, especially the ones with a lot of boys. Like I give props to them because like I know I've seen it firsthand. That is not easy at all. Like no matter how much the government will help out, no matter how much government assistance you're gonna get, at the end of the day, it's not easy mentally.
At all.
It's not. And like that's why I feel like I feel like my mom wasn't really there for us like emotionally because she was always out working.
Because
So,
she
like,
had to.
She had to. So like that's why like sometimes I do feel like dang like like I have a mom but I don't have a mother. But it's like I really can't put that on her because like she had to do to provide for us.
Yeah.
So it's just like
As you
that's
get older, you understand them.
yeah, like the older you get the more you understand it. So it's like honestly like I give props to these black mothers and stuff like that because like they're really out here really first thing first, they're a woman and then they're black. That is really hard in America. Even till this day, like no matter how much things have changed and stuff like that, like it's hard for a black woman to really like succeed in here without a lot of speed bumps, obstacles getting in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say I give props to my mom because like like she's a strong black woman. She really is.
Shout out to your mama, bro.
Hell yeah, shout out to little mom.
Dude.
You know, shout out, man.
Oh shoot, yeah. I give a shout out to my moms, Andrea Hutchinson. Like I love you, mom, and like I'm gonna make you proud.
For sure.
There you go.
Love
100,
dudes.
100.
Love dudes.
All right. Another question. Let's see.
We love the dudes.
Who taught you guys how to handle you guys' emotion, like your own emotions?
We learn. I just, for me personally, I'm speaking. We learn. I feel like we all healing that inner child, like we just talked about. Everybody, because when you get to that age where you understand your parents and the emotional distresses that y'all may have had or disagreements, and you see that they're humans too. They're not. You feel me?
I think some people like they had someone that like taught them how to handle their emotions. So
I'm still
everybody don't
learning,
have
bro.
that. Everybody
I'm
does
still
not
learning,
have that.
bro.
I know it's not. No, I know some people don't have that. I know, but like some people, like for example, you could say you're teaching yourself.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. It's a combination of the village that you have growing up.
Yeah.
Because certain teachers, you might go into class one day, they not with all that another teacher might be with, talking,
Yeah.
being on your phone or having a more of a lackadaisical learning style. Not lackadaisical, that's the wrong word, but a relax, you feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
Some teachers, you go in there, they like, sit down, shut up. I'm not playing that today.
Real talk.
And if you don't, you might get kicked out of class, you get written up, all that. So you learn growing up.
ISS.
Yeah, and then coaches. Some coaches going to be lenient. Some coaches going to be like, look, boy, I'm not playing with you. Like, you make one mistake, you going to run 3 laps. I'm not joking. It differs. So you learn throughout life.
Never had that coach like that for real.
Man, I had
Nah,
plenty.
people, bro, you'd be surprised, bro. People will, they bring all that stuff from their life into when they interact with you. So you get all different types of emotions. You see anger and stuff like that, and you know how to deal with it, or you don't know. And the mistakes that you make from dealing with it, you learn from them. And I feel like that's how I kind of got a grip of my emotions.
For me, I definitely could say it's my village.
Yeah,
So it's like, what was that saying? Like a village. It takes a village to raise a kid.
yeah,
It
it do.
do.
Yeah. So for me, it was like obviously like my parents, them teaching me different ways and all that. And so like my parents are from the Caribbean. My parents are from Barbados.
Right.
So like
Oh yeah, they really.
yeah. So yeah, like the American way of life and like the Caribbean way of life is like two different type of. You know what I mean? It's like two different things. You can relate because your parents are
From the Congo.
from Congo, right? You're Congolese. So we kind of live like pretty similar lives in that aspect.
That
So,
disciplined lifestyle.
yeah. So it was like really
No
different.
cap.
Yeah, so it's really different for me. Then people from church. 'Cause I grew up in church. My grandmother's an evangelist, so I learned from different people in that. Football definitely helped me learn different emotions and how to like let loose of anger and how to do it in a correctable and in a correct manner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And different people along the way teaching me like, okay, like this is what you gotta do if this happens, because you can't act like that. You know what I'm saying? So like different people teaching you during different times in my life. Different people in my life taught me at different moments. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm
Like how to
still
learn
learning.
my emotion. Yeah, I learn
Yeah.
I learn
Every
honestly
day.
learn every day.
I'm learning
And a lot
every
of
day.
stuff like I really push on myself, because people could teach you all this shit, but doesn't mean you're actually gonna put it to use.
Yeah, sometimes it
You
just
get what I'm
takes that
saying?
experience,
So
bro.
it takes experience, and it takes like how much you want to have personal development, personal growth. You get what I'm saying? That's how I do it. Because like me, like I'm more on. For me, I'm big on personal growth. Like I want to grow every day. Like I want to
Yeah.
make sure like I'm excelling something every day.
We all should feel
Yeah,
like that.
exactly what I'm saying. Like it doesn't matter. I want to make sure like in some aspect in my life I'm excelling. Like everything could be like damn could stay the same, but at least there's one thing in my life, like let's say spiritually. Like I'm like all right, you know what? Like I feel like I had a better spiritual relationship with God today than I did the last few days.
Yeah.
Then I'm like all right, like you know what? Like I'm happy for that because I excelled that day. Like I excelled
Yeah.
today in something.
I talk to myself.
Yeah, little stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, talk
Yeah.
to myself at different, like, in my head and all that stuff. And I just think constantly, I'm like, all right, boom. Like, that's how I get through my emotions. Just, like, just thinking about different things. Like, all right, what's going to be better for my life? That's really what helps me with my emotions. Like, all right, if I do this, if I act up, this is going to mess me up in the long run or mess me up right now. And that's how I really just go along with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Everyone have their own different niche of how they do it, but that's really my way. And it really helps me get by.
One thing for everybody, like, get to know that voice in your head and get to, get to understand that you're not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, but you're observing those, and then you make the best choices from there. Um, so yeah, I feel like you feel me. That was a good point that you made where you
That was
said
a good point.
you think about if I do this right now, it can mess me up in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
So let me put myself in the best position to win. That's the thing I talk to my loved ones about. Especially if they bring me their problems, or if I bring problems to them, that's what I get back from them. Put yourself in the position to win and make the
Mhm.
future, the best of what you can.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, let's move on into, like, let's say somebody did something to you, you're going to retaliate back. But, like, that's what happens when, like, you don't understand how to handle your anger. Why are you going to let 3 minutes get you 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know how many dudes in prison will tell you that, like, I
Yeah,
allowed 3 minutes of my life to give me 30 years. Let 3 minutes took 30 years away from me.
they realize it down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like honestly, like 3 minutes, like just sit back, take a breather, and relax. Be like, yo, is this really worth 30 years? And like sometimes this happens to everybody. Happens to people who are athletes. Happens to people who are living regular day lives. And like, you're really about to give up 30 years of your life for 3 minutes. Sometimes 3 minutes will take your whole life away. So I feel like
Not even 3 minutes.
not for real, like
Couple-
30
couple-
seconds.
Couple seconds.
10
Honestly,
seconds.
for real. It's in certain states, bro. Like especially if you're black. Oh, that's like trial don't last long. You already know what's about to happen.
You already know
And then
what's-
they're gonna give you a state attorney because you can't afford a regular one. And it's like, the state attorney, they're like, just take the deal, take the deal. And it's just like, bro, like you're throwing your whole life away over because a dude disrespect you or a dude said something they didn't like, or you got into a little scuffle. Just like, bro, take a breather, sit back and relax. But look how much you got going for yourself. And sometimes the other person has nothing to lose. That's where they're so easy to come at you.
That's when they're the most dangerous.
Exactly. When a person has nothing to lose, is a very dangerous person. It's like let's say you're a college athlete. You're about to you're a high draft prospect. You're about to get drafted. You go out to a party. Some beef is going on. This down the third. Some dudes is pressing you. You feel disrespected. Your boys in your head like, nah, bro, get back. Let's go to the trunk. Let's go to the trunk. All that happens takes about 5 minutes. You fall through with that. Then let's say 3 people get shot. Somebody dies. And you're the only one with the gun. And your homeboys is running. But your fingerprints on the gun. And, like, you got to take the rap for that. Then next thing you know, 30 years down the drain. Like, 30 years of your life gone. Literally, everything you had. You could have been, like, you had the ticket, the life, the American dream that a lot of athletes want. Like, yo, you about to get drafted. You about to be, NFL, the NBA, MLB. Like, you're about to really be, like, you're about to have a set life. But you allow 10 minutes of your life. Not even that. Sometimes like take a couple seconds of a situation because you don't know how to handle your emotions, get you like in the worst situation possible. Because everybody know as a black man with a record, it's hard to bounce back from that. Especially if you don't have the right support around you. So like it's sometimes like look, the same boys with you at the party while you locked up doing 30 years, they're going on about their lives. They may hit you up for like the first couple months, but other than that, like that's it. They forget about you.
Sayonara.
And it's all just you. You have literally you and God sitting right there. That's when God like, yo, like look what happened, bro. Like sit like. And sometimes God will be telling you like He will tell you like not to do something. You're gonna do it. That's what disobedience gets you. Being disobedient, like you have to like yo, like that's what people say. It's better to obedience is better than sacrifice. You sat right there. You had to sacrifice that because you want to be disobedient. You had to you sacrifice your whole career. So like that's what I'm saying. Like yo, like
That's a bar.
I'm saying for real, like.
So well,
Like-
you gonna be a good leader. Someday.
Nah, I
That's
feel ya.
real.
But
Joel
it's like,
talking to somebody today,
nah,
man.
for real.
Preacher.
Because I'm like, bro, like,
Talking.
you
Can he
got-
get a witness?
you gotta control yourselves, bro. Because like I really like in high school, I had a really bad anger problem to the point it was showing on the field. I never forget my junior year, I got somebody threw my helmet across the field. There was
Ooh,
a whole college scout there.
get that
A
boy out of
college
there.
scout was there, bro. It was just
Yeah,
like,
you. Come out.
yeah, like,
Get
bro,
him out of
like,
there.
so like I let 3 minutes like ruin a potential O. So it's just like, yo, like stuff like that, little things matter. Cause like KO said earlier, you never know who's watching. You
Ever.
have to control your emotions.
You never
Falling
know.
back on, you're gonna let that 3 minutes, 30 seconds take away. And then sometimes, like what Coach be saying, the people you're around don't want to see you succeed. So sometimes they're gonna egg you on to do that act because they know that like everything he about to get is about to get taken away because he's about to go to jail. As soon as you get that record, like bro, it's raps. It's gonna be hard for you to get a job at McDonald's. You go from this high draft prospect, everybody loving you, to just another black man with a record, and it's just like, dang,
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
exactly,
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
exactly, bro. And
Yeah.
people like, oh, wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, like bro, like
A bunch of them back in the city.
exactly. Like I know so many homeboys sitting on the block right now that's like that had NFL talent, NBA talent.
You run into
But-
them every time you go to the gas
Exactly.
station. It's crazy.
I run into them every time I'm going to the field, and they just talk about, yo, like stay up, bro. Don't make the same mistake I made. Like, bro, like it happens all the time. Some of our teammates went through. Some of our teammates was about to get D1 school offers, stuff like that. But then they got to a party, so they have the party, and they wasn't even involved. They was just hanging around the people that got involved, and they still got in trouble. They still caught the charge. And then he said to me, he said, I was on a visit at a D1 school, and that's when they found out. And like ever since then, I never heard from them ever since then. Like, bro, this stuff right here ruins your life, bro, because like, just like who you're around, you not be able to control your emotions, all this stuff really do take into play, like your character, all that, bro. So you have to be careful and pay attention of your surroundings, who you're around, and pay attention on how to control yourself.
Bars.
For sure.
Facts.
How do you guys handle women when they're emotional?
You gotta be gentle.
For real,
Love
you gotta be real
women when they're
gentle.
emotional.
You gotta be real. You gotta know what to say and how to say it,
I
bro.
don't know. I don't know. I'm not.
hey,
Wait,
chill
wait.
out,
Definitely
Widow.
not taking
Chill
your
out,
advice,
Widow.
bro.
Chill out,
One thing I
Widow.
can say, when she was upset, I was there. When she was upset, bro, I was like any female. When they was upset, I was always there for them, emotionally supportive. It was just sometimes that just wasn't
It's
given
real.
back to me.
It's real.
I'm gonna tell y'all this:
Usually-
if a female upset and you being gentle, you being cordial, you feel me? You tending to her, and she getting more and more aggressive. That when you know she don't like you, but you can't go wrong by just being gentle, serene, calm, and
Yeah.
listening. This good be a good listener because they ain't gonna hesitate to let you know.
Nah,
They not they gonna let you know. So, and if they hold it in for a couple days, they ain't talking. You know, she ignoring you. She giving you a cold shoulder. Just chill, just vibe.
Focus on yourself, King.
She gonna let you know what's wrong though. I learned that. So that's one way.
No, that is one way. I feel like when they're upset, emotional, like a female's gonna tell you how to treat her when she's upset or emotional. Like, well, a mentally mature female is going to tell you. The ones who are not mentally mature, who says like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what you can do to help me, this, that, and the third. They're just like, they're emotionally immature, bro. Because
What
like,
you understand though? What I've like. Sorry, you can finish if you're gonna finish.
I mean, like, that's really all I had to say. Like, they're just like they're emotionally immature.
Yeah, a lot of
because,
these
like,
girls we dealing with, whether they be 21, 22,
they're young minded.
23, 24, 25,
Keep going.
you could be she could be 30,
Dealing with a
40.
kid, bro.
but she has that mental and emotional poise
Yeah,
and intelligence of a early teenager.
not for real.
A lot of these girls, if they don't have to, if they got a real good, like they don't really have to grow up and kind of like take the short end of the stick too often.
Yeah,
They're used to getting their way. So when you feel me, if you're dealing with a princess who father raised her right and she know, you feel me, I'm not going for this, I ain't going for that, then you're gonna have to deal with that and respond.
and sometimes female think men are mind readers. Like, we're not mind readers. Sometimes when we ask you what's wrong, we like, you should know what's wrong. No, we don't know what's wrong. That's why we're asking you. Tell us what's wrong. And I feel like sometimes like females, some females I think they get a kick out of that.
They do, of course.
And I'm like, bro, like that's how arguments start. That's how miscommunication starts. Sometimes that's how men cheat. Real talk, like, yo, like, you know, why am I dealing with this? I'm just gonna deal with Waquisha down the street. You know, she gonna help me out.
He said he gonna do.
Now we listen to the song in the weight
That
room.
name, bro. You couldn't say no other name, bro.
Because the song was playing, bro, in the weight room. That I was saying that name all day.
They
but,
said it
like,
all day. Bro.
I ain't
Nah, man, it's Black History Month, man. You can't be saying that shit.
Yeah.
do she love me? Do she love me not? You know what I'm saying? Just like Bro, but on the real, bro, like sometimes men cheat because like I don't want to deal with this. Like you're acting childish. Like you're not gonna tell me it's wrong. All right, cool. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna go deal with shorty down the road. That's like that I'm gonna get a peace of mind at. Like because sometimes when a female's going through, it's stressful because like I'm trying to figure out what's wrong, but she's getting mad at me more trying to figure out what's wrong, and I'm there for her. But like sometimes like it comes so much for a man. It's just like yo, I'm out.
My boy
That's
done
why.
been through it.
I'm telling you, like I've been through, bro.
You got
I've been
PG,
through it
you got
all,
some
bro.
Serious PTSD for the relationship. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro, that PT,
You're
bro,
a
I ain't gonna cap that
fucking
relationship.
bastard.
I wouldn't say it had messed me up, but like
That shit messed you
Bro,
up.
you gotta
Bro, it
let
didn't
one of your
mess me up,
teammates
bro.
talk to her, bro. One of the
no, I'm not letting none of my team.
because that's how you gonna
Kinda
get
too late.
over it, bro.
I ain't gonna throw no shots. 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 I'm a mature
Somebody
man.
on the team
bro.
talking to her, bro.
I'm a mature man, bro.
Somebody on the team talking to her.
I'm not answering the podcast, bro. I'm a
Shit,
mature
you
Why
man.
might-
not, bro?
You
Bro.
might as well.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I wasn't the first man she dealt with on the football team. Let's say that. It's been a few.
So that's a
been a
question.
few?
Wait, that's a
like,
question.
not. What's the question?
Hold on, it's been a few.
Like it hasn't been like a lot, but like,
What's a lot, bro?
like we know them. Like
What's a lot though? Like
it was like
I don't know. I don't.
I would have say seriously. Dang, it wasn't even
I
seriously.
thought
dealt
boy
with.
was finna say 6.
Nah, I would have say I was the fourth one. So like,
The fourth one.
yeah, it was 4.
Wow.
Okay,
But like we know all 3 of them. So
I
it's
know.
like,
I know them.
we
Like
all know 3.
we
of
on the
them.
team, dumb.
Yeah, we know
What you
all 3 of
talking
them.
about?
oh, I thought this.
We
probably
all
was before
have
I
a
came.
personal relationship with all 3 of them. So
And
like,
she was dealing with them.
like it was like really like I want to put a business out there, but like
That's Livingstone, bro. We a small school.
yeah, it's a small school. One night stands and stuff like that. So it was like, but like
It's
like
a small
stuff happened-
school, Cole.
Bro.
It's a small school.
It's a small school, bro.
Leave him alone. It's a
small school. Chill, B. Chill, B. Chill, B.
Whoa.
Chill, B.
Come on. So you was the fourth dude after all that.
I was.
Hold on.
I
Did
would
you
say I was the
notice?
first? Huh?
Did you notice though? Did
Notice
you know you
what?
was like the fourth dude out of all
Nah,
that?
she told me,
And you still proceeded to like,
bro.
yeah, I'm gonna make you my girl.
Look, bro. I don't under.
Bro,
I'm trying to understand you though.
listen,
Nah, I'm really trying to. Nah, this is
listen.
interesting though, bro. Go ahead.
Bro, it was.
What the fuck?
Nah, chill.
All right, I'm gonna
Get
say
into
this,
it.
bro.
You don't
I'm
have
gonna
to.
say.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I'm gonna be real because, like, bro, like
Bro,
this is what happened.
He
like,
good, bro. This
this what happened, bro. Like,
Yes, you
she
feel me?
told me. She said, "I want to tell you so, like, nothing comes, like, no skeletons come out the closet." This, that, and
Yeah.
third.
And we support liberated women.
I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
You do?
It's
But I feel like
Okay.
this. If you're
Yeah,
going to tell me
okay.
something, tell me all because, like, there's no way throughout the relationship I should be finding out more stuff.
Thank you.
Nah, facts.
So
That's
that's what
respectable.
caused a lot of arguments too because like I
Yeah.
feel like you was holding stuff like hiding stuff behind my back, and then
Right.
when you got committed with me and I finally asked you to be like making it 100% official with you.
Damn, she gonna
Oh,
kill you if she
I-
see this.
Bro, bro, Manny is the worst instigator ever. Manny an instigator, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna be
She's
100%
gonna have to
real.
watch a hell. She's gonna have to watch the whole shit.
She-
boy.
yeah, but this
she
is
a
what I'm
queen
saying.
though. She a queen.
Nah.
Hey, bro, get off of me, bro. I don't want to be on. Oh no.
This is
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
him.
This
That's
is what I'm
him,
saying.
man.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying this. She was honest with me. She was up front with me. She was like, "Listen, I just want to tell you the truth because it's so like nothing else happened. Like nothing comes on long down the road. I won't hear nothing."
Yeah,
So she told me, like the people that I know who she messed with before. Like she told me, and I was like, "Okay, cool."
That's cool.
But like, 'cause I'm like, all right, cool. You feel me? Like this a little, you know what I'm saying? Like at the time I wasn't serious about. I'm like, like you feel me? Like we gonna see where this goes and stuff like that. But as it like kept going down the road in the relationship, I'm not saying like more names on the team came, but like more names came up.
Right.
So like when they say when a female tells you
Mm-hmm.
you a number multiplied by 2, it was literally multiplied by 2. So like I was like, dang, bro, like I feel more hurt about that too. But I'm just like, bro, like honestly, I'm happy that like I said I went through that because it goes to show you that like can't believe everything that's told you, bro.
You can't, bro.
You can't believe everything that's told you. So like I'm saying like, yo, men out there, young men out there, for real,
Yeah, talk to him.
like
It's an evil world we live in.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sometimes, bro, like when you think you really know her and she's telling you the truth, 9 times out of 10 it's not the truth.
Oh Lord.
So like I'm gonna be real with y'all. 9 times out of 10 is not the truth. So I'm saying this, bro. Like, do your research. Do your research before you get in a relationship with a female, and that's something that I should have done. If I would have done my
She
research,
told you though, bro. She already told you, bro.
She did.
she
tell
didn't
you.
tell me everything.
No,
she
she
didn't tell me
Told you
everything.
enough, though, bro.
No, she did tell me enough to not.
That's
proceed
all we
with it.
need to see here, bro.
The only reason why I'm gonna even input my words into this right now
Yeah,
is because you did say she did tell you a number,
She did tell me a number.
And
At
you
the school.
Let's
and you-
do.
But you knew the people. You knew the people, which is crazy.
I don't know them, bro. Don't
No,
say
no, no,
I
no.
know them.
Well, I'm just saying what he said.
Yeah.
He said, "Cool." You knew the people.
Yeah.
You said they were teammates, and you proceeded to do what you did.
I'm gonna lie, bro. Like, did I bring a lot of it to myself?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Like,
All right.
I'm gonna
And he's
admit
a
that.
man.
But he's
He's
a
a
man,
man.
and I'm
He's
gonna admit that
honest.
as a
He's
man.
honest.
Okay.
You was
honest.
blind. You was blind, bro.
I'm gonna be real, cause
I ain't gonna lie, that hurt me though, bro. What you
I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like,
man, fuck the hurting shit. I'm just thinking about like, damn,
that
after
hurt
shit,
me though,
after
bro.
this
Like,
shit's
I'm
But we
hurt,
talk
bro,
about put
because,
yourself
like,
in a position
I'm like,
to win.
I'm just trying to think. I don't want
It's
this nigga
my
to get
teammate, though.
smacked up by this woman
Yeah.
in the cafeteria. Like,
it's been some stuff, but all I can say is this, bro. Like, honestly, and sometimes people go through things that they go through things in their past, and they do things that they really don't mean to do. Honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like it's still not an excuse.
wait,
That's
what?
not-
Wait, tell him the fuck out. Wait,
He's
wait.
saying what doesn't kill you
excuse-
makes you stronger.
No, I'm saying this was told to me that a lot of things that. All right, sometimes people like say a lot of things they done in their past is because of trauma and stuff that they're going through. But honestly, I still see that as another excuse.
Don't
of you
be.
just-
Kick it to him,
Yeah,
Cole.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Kick it to him, Cole.
They're good. It's good for other people. Like, yeah, word, like smooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's something I don't want, if I don't like, and it's shit I don't want to hear, that's like cool. Like, I'm here for you,
Yeah.
but you're just not for me. Like, I'm not gonna take you serious. Like,
Honestly,
that's all you got.
I was just at the point in time, I just want to be with her so much that like all that went over my head, and I had to snap back to my senses.
Should have been there from
Nine months down the road, I snapped back to my senses like, oh shit.
But I was talking about this earlier today with a
What's
group
up?
of folks. Nah, that ain't the same thing, but it's different from what he was talking about. But needless to say, a lot of girls, especially in this day and age, they living like that now. We can't play with they top.
Let me tell you what it is, bro.
I won't put. I'm just saying I
Let me
won't
say-
put.
nah,
I don't
I'm
put
about
nothing
to-
past
I'm really-
nobody.
I'm really
I'm
gonna
putting nothing
break it
past
down.
no
I'm really
female,
gonna
bro.
break it down to you, bro. Why females be acting this? Bro, they all influenced by social media, bro. A lot of
They
them
are.
get-
Oh, most
a lot of them
definitely.
get their personalities off social media. Like even the way like girls talk nowadays, they use them little TikTok slangs and all
for
that.
real.
All that come from social
Facts,
media.
Big facts.
So
It's so.
No. I was watching this podcast. and
guys
then-
too, to be fair. Guys.
Oh yeah, guys too, most definitely.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
NBA YoungBoy, everybody's starting to act like NBA YoungBoy now. Everybody's starting to act like these because they're influencers. Think about it, they're influencers, but they don't understand that they're being sold an image that they're like just to get them paid. That's not who they really are behind them cameras. Like even like I watched a video and this dude was talking to females. He was like, like Megan Thee Stallion. They was quoting their lyrics. Like Cardi B said, "I don't cook, I don't clean," and then he was like, there's a video of her literally cooking for her man and cleaning up and being a mother. Like, y'all females is taking their lyrics and actually applying it to your day-to-day lives, not knowing that they're not serious in these them lyrics. They're just doing that, making
They
music.
getting a $10 million.
Yeah, they
check.
getting a check. And y'all are literally taking it and be like, oh, yeah, this how she kept her man, this, that, there, like, I'm going to do this and this, that, there. And, like, that goes to show you how immature a lot of females are. Men, too. Men do the same when it comes to NBA YoungBoy, listen to his lyrics, stuff like that. Who's the other one?
Snitching, Gunna.
Yeah, all that, Gunna, all that. Like, literally, they're like,
Boy.
oh, yeah,
chill.
they're doing this. This how. Oh, yeah. gotta
We
do
ain't gotta
this.
chill, but it's like, bro, like.
Y'all don't even know if Gunna snitched.
Nah,
so,
people like
I
to
know
act
you
like
do it.
people like to act like if they was up for a RICO case, they gonna hold it. So
I ain't gonna cap. If I was on a Rico coast, I'm talking, boy.
Oh,
I'm
we
sailing.
know- we know
I'm
you.
sailing, boy.
We
Shoot.
know.
If I was in 6'9" situation,
Well, I-
6'9",
I'm
you talking about
I'm like a snake.
6'9".
No, I'm gonna be real with you, Joel. Honestly, if you're in that situation, I know you're gonna snitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna snitch.
And
I honestly had to know that I was not
and
getting myself
I'm,
into this.
I'm not even gonna be mad at you. I'm gonna be mad at the dumbass nigga
Did it with you.
that did the crime.
That did it with you.
Because there's no way they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do a crime with Joel. Cause like, ain't no way.
I don't know why would you like.
Let's do a high
if you
school
know
You
me
story.
don't
personally-
believe in yourself.
Yeah, if you know me personally, bro, like I know right from wrong very well. So I'm not gonna sit there and get myself involved in something. Like if you think that I'm not gonna snitch, like bro, like I'm not saying I'm gonna just like
Hey,
if I see
that's
Manny,
why I mess with
if
Joel,
I see
bro.
Manny, if I see Manny rob a bank, I ain't gonna snitch on him. But if they say, oh shoot, Manny, we're gonna get you involved in the case too, and they're like, you're getting hit with a RICO case, oh, I'm snitching. Like, bro, like it was him, he robbed the bank because like, bro, like I'm not about to sit right here and get a charge for something I ain't do.
Bro, we
Old
love.
teammates, man.
Nah, we love the
like,
honesty though.
I'm gonna be real, but I'm snitching, bro.
But
Like,
you know they be bluffing.
Bro, being honest though.
who be bluffing? Are you talking about the cops and stuff like that? Bro, if the judge is saying, look, you're looking at a RICO case right now, bro, unless you tell us who it is, I'm like, bro. And if the facts adding up, I'm like, Emmanuel Mukuamu.
He said the
I'm like Emmanuel Mukuamu,
Mukuamu, boy. Number 3.
Number
What you
3.
talking about?
You want a license plate number shoe?
He said the whole government.
Like, bro, but I'm saying, like, honestly, because, like, I'm not about to sit right here and these dudes be like, oh, I ain't gonna snitch this down the third, loyalty for my bros. How would you know if it was the roles reversed, if he's gonna hold you down too, bro? Like, let's be real. Some people are not gonna hold their bro down. It was a video of him. It was a video of this dude, him and his bro, and he was like, Your Honor, so let me get one thing straight. I'm the only one being charged with the charges. They said, yes, you are. And he looked at his bro. He was like,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, bro, because, like, bro, like, he was just sitting there staring at the camera because sometimes, bro, like, the dudes that you call your bros, like your ride or dies, or those my day ones, those really be the ones so quick to, like, really switch up on you. That's why they say keep you, like your friends at a distance, but your enemies closer, because your enemies won't do you as wrong as your friends sometimes. Like, with the whole gunner situation, what's the dude it was a dude that was on a record label, another record label, and they was like, oh, would you testify against who's on again? Look at the Rico. It's not Gunner, because Gunner snitch. Who's the other one?
Who the other one that was?
Gunna ain't snitch,
YSL.
bro.
Who's the leader of the YSL? You know what I'm
Who
talking
the
about.
leader was?
Young
You talking about Young Thug?
Young Thug, yeah, they was like, I'm not gonna testify against Young Thug, and they say, and it was a post. They was like, that's crazy. Your own enemy not gonna testify you, but your day one's gonna testify against you. That's say you'll keep your enemies closer, because, like, 9 times out of 10 your enemies ain't
For the
gonna
record,
be wrong.
Gunna did not testify
Let's keep the social media
against
bullshit.
Young Thug.
Let's just keep the social media bullshit out. You already said Gunna snitch. Wait, you'd have been.
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't want to be on social media. I'm just going on
Yeah, so
like
you-
what I'm seeing on
One
Google and stuff.
Did not snitch.
So how did he?
Because this was one of actually the head prosecutors, so he got all the information. You know, Manny.
Yeah,
Manny,
Yeah, Manny know exactly
Federal.
what happened. Manny knows what went on. He was
low-key
behind the
federal.
scenes.
Yeah, these niggas are on trial and shit. Yeah, you part of the jury too.
Free Thug.
He gonna hold it down, bro. You see, niggas follow Young Slime Life on Instagram and start holding it down for the whole team.
Oh,
He going public with it. Free Thug. I ain't got
Back
nothing else to say.
Nah, back to the. How, you didn't answer the question.
what was it?
What's the question?
How you deal with a woman's emotions?
Yeah, bro, answer that for us, bro.
Bro, honestly, bro, I'm one of those guys that love to listen. Like,
Yeah.
you can come talk to me anytime. Like, I'm gonna be there to listen. And if I feel like it's my place to give advice, I'm gonna give advice. If I don't have no advice to give, I'm just gonna be there to listen. And I'm gonna try to find the answers, but I don't know if I have the answers. You feel me? But
Yeah.
I'm just so
Lax.
understanding that I can, just deal with the emotions. It's kind of a
I
gift.
respect that.
Yeah.
How does the great Cole handle?
Yeah, bro. How about you?
I don't.
You
I
haven't
think
answered
Cole
that
just
question.
be telling them what it is though. Like I feel like you just so straight and honest. Like you just
I feel like you emotionless.
like man, the fuck up.
Nah.
He tell a girl man up. Like,
He telling
I
you,
definitely have. I ain't
You
gonna
like
lie.
drop your balls.
I know, bro.
balls.
No. I would hear them. I'm like, all right, like let me hear like what's wrong and all that stuff, and I'll just give them a solution from there. You get what I'm saying? If it's but if it's some bullshit,
tell him.
you're bullshit. Look,
Yeah.
like this is your fault. Like you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sugarcoat and like if
I'm
you're
very honest though. Like I'm
Yeah.
very honest. Like like you said, if it's your fault, I'm gonna tell you it's your fault. I'm just not gonna pick your side just because we.
I'm
deal
not
with
just
each
gonna
other,
pick your side just
I'm gonna
cause.
be very
like,
honest.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you like.
And I'm gonna tell you why,
fucked
baby.
up.
Because ultimately, that's harming you in the long run.
Exactly.
for real.
Because
I want you to be your best version of yourself. So I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong.
Exactly.
My
There
therapist
you
was
go.
telling me that, like, like when you get a female that's like that, like it's better to like tell them about themselves now than wait until they get into another relationship and create the same fire again. So like,
Yeah.
You want to tell them straight up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
tell them what's real.
they bullshitting. Tell them like, hey, this is what it is. This is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, you just got like if they're being emotional, you just gotta hear them out. Just listen to them, and then when you hear it from there, find a solution. Well, as soon as they say it, like, oh, you hear the problem, here's a fix. You go from there.
But what if that fix is not, good enough?
If you're giving them a bullshit fix, then
Now you giving them that pure heroin.
They don't
fix,
want to
like,
hear it. You can't make a horse drink that water.
You right?
yeah, then that's a whole different
Right.
story. But if you're giving them some
It's a
bullshit,
camel.
if you're
Camel.
giving them some like bullshit ass fix, then like a solution, then that's a problem on you. Then you are not a good problem solver.
What if you're giving them a good fix? They just don't want to take it because it's not the fix that they're looking for. Like it's not.
Ooh,
can't-
that boy
you
done been
can't-
down through every situation.
I'm telling you, like
He going to every corner and he
Nah,
telling
nah,
you
nah,
where
nah,
you get
nah.
to this street,
Let him-
this street, this street.
Yeah,
what happened?
what you call you?
Talk to him, Cole.
Like you guys said earlier, if you could lead a horse to water, doesn't mean they're gonna drink the shit.
I feel you.
I could literally give you. God could come down on this earth
Uh-oh.
and he could tell everyone how to get to heaven. I promise you.
He have.
Oh,
People still gonna go to hell.
Yeah,
People still go to hell because people are going to choose like people are rebellious. A lot of people are rebellious. I'm not going to listen. I'm doing my own thing. People don't like.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't like being told what to
Yeah,
do.
exactly. So some people like it's either like, especially if the girl like, then the girl doesn't respect you if she's not gonna go along with this shit, or she
Yeah.
doesn't just you know what I mean. It's just up to them at that point.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But if they don't wanna, if you're trying to help them and they're avoiding help at all costs, like the best bad times is like, all right, like bro, like I'm not gonna sit here nonstop and trying to fucking
Gotta save my
cater
energy.
you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta at some point you be like, nah, this is like, you know what? Like, fuck this shit. This is for me now. Like, this is like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, but like, if someone's sitting there and it's like just hissy fit and nonstop, and I'm trying to help them
Yeah.
nonstop, and they're just like avoiding it, I'm like, man, fuck you. I'm walking off.
Yeah.
Like,
But then,
I'm
like-
not dealing with it no more. Like, I promise you, I'm not dealing with it
But
no
that's
more.
you. But it's a lot of men out there that don't have the strength to just walk off.
Exactly my point. And I
You better
promise
do
you,
some
if
squats.
if you could show them like, yo, if you could show them that you could walk off if they're bullshit,
Shit, I ain't got the
Yeah.
strength to
and
walk off.
they'll respect you more. I promise
will.
they'll respect
Yeah.
you more.
Yeah.
that
Because
is
it's like,
true.
bro, like your time, you value if you value your time,
Yeah.
and you show that you value your time, and you could show like, and there's things that you did, and within that time saying that you was doing stuff, and there's stuff you could prove that you know what I mean, like you could show them, like, oh yeah, this is what I did with my time, like my time is
Yeah.
valuable. Then they will have to respect your time more. You get what I'm saying? You have
definitely.
to you have to be a productive person to do that shit. Honestly, one.
And when you
If
show
you're
you
saying, oh no,
organized.
like, oh, I value my time, and you're over there just fucking bullshitting, like smoking weed and doing dumb shit, then they're
You
like,
don't
all
value your
Yeah,
time.
you're BSing. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, I value my time. If you're over here wasting my time and still doing the same nut shit, or I'm trying to help you and you're not taking the help,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, all right, yeah, like fuck that, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna waste my time. Like, you're a liability at this time. Once you turn into a liability, you're useless. Like, what's the point?
Useless.
What's the point of having you like for what? Like, all right, like boom, we're just gonna fuck them if that's the point.
Cole got that
Yeah,
dog in
know what
him.
I'm
nah, he
saying?
do got that dog in him.
Like a
Nah,
mob
it's
boss.
not even being a dog. It's just like, you know
Nah,
what
you're
I'm
being-
saying?
Nah, bro, that's why I mess
You're
with
protecting
you.
you're protecting your own mental.
Yeah.
Like that's why I mess with you because everything you saying, I feel like it's facts, and we all say those things. But you feel me? You do a good job of keeping that in line. Like, bro, you gotta have your things in order if you want your woman to be in order. If you want other people to respect your time, you gotta value your
Yeah.
time. Like you spitting real gems.
Yeah, because you
Wiz.
can't like
Wiz.
no, some real shit because you can't be out here going to women and all that shit and asking her to do some like certain stuff for you, but you're not doing anything.
What if
You get what I'm
it's vice versa? What if you're doing a lot of things for her, but she's not doing enough for you?
Then you gotta call. You gotta let her
So,
know.
one, you're tricking off.
You're right.
Two, you just look like a dumbass.
Yeah.
If you're doing all that stuff, like,
What advice
Hey.
you have for men that's doing that?
all right, for me, all right, I'm gonna tell you how I get into it. So when I get into this shit, I'm gonna see what the fuck you're gonna do for me. One, this shit's not
Facts.
like what I'm gonna do for you. I know I could do for you.
Yeah.
Prize, bro.
What the fuck
You is
you
the
do for
prize.
me?
Men, we are the prize.
You know what I mean? But you gotta be able to be.
We
gotta-
are the
Yeah,
prize.
but you can't say
That
you're the
one.
prize if you don't have nothing to show for the prize. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Yeah.
You gotta show like, okay, I do this, I do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be on top. Like what my boy Jamal be saying, you gotta be on. You gotta look like you got some business about yourself. You gotta have some business about yourself. Shout out to my boy Jamal, man. I miss you,
Yeah.
boy. Even though man don't fuck with you, you know what I'm saying?
I rock with Joanne. I got nothing but love with you, bro.
Yeah.
Jawan Poole, bro.
But what you call it? But you know what I'm saying? You gotta like show
Yeah,
like,
bro.
yeah, I got some stuff going for me. Like,
Nah,
this,
for
is-
real,
this is what
fact.
it is. And if they don't respect that shit, then move to the side. Because if they're not respecting you, then what do you? If they're not respecting you on rip, you think you gotta earn respect. And like, yeah, you gotta earn respect. But if they're not respecting you off rip, that just shows that they don't have
How much they really care about.
how much they really care about you.
Yeah, and what they're
Because
really
everyone
there
has
for.
a certain amount of respect off rip. Like, I'm gonna respect you off rip.
That's how men
That's how you
receive
sh-
love.
But that's how you should be as a person.
Yeah.
But if they're not respecting you in your time, like let's say for example, if I plan something out, like let's say we plan something out, right?
Yeah.
And I said like, yeah, we're going bowling at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick you up at 6.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, it's 5 o'clock. Like, oh, are you getting like, or 4 o'clock? Are you getting ready? Da da da, and all that stuff. But let's say you go there, you're like, nah, like fuck that. Like, we planned this whole entire shit out, and now that you dubbed this whole entire thing off of this, I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking with that shit. Like, nigga, I fucking planned this shit. This is my.
Hey, so let me ask you a question then. If a girl dub you like that, is you giving her a second chance?
Oh
Mm.
no,
not?
Mm.
I don't really be doing that shit. It's real shit. Me, it's so serious.
What if she give you she give you a good excuse? Something came up, like
But 9 times out of 10, them good excuses be bull.
If it's a legitimate, like a legitimate thing,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying, but like I will have to like. But if it's that's the thing. If it's planned out, it will have to be like a damn near emergency or something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Facts.
But like other than that, I'm like, I would really just push him to the side a little bit because it's like unless we really like, I know it really vibing for real. Then it'll be a whole different story. But you can't be on some dumb shit. You gotta be able to read these people because people could be on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just play like a fucking idiot. But you just got like for me personally, like nah, like if you're flaking the first day, I'm not gonna waste my time with this shit later on. I'm like, I gotta plan a different day on, and man, that's just clip. Like unless like somehow happens like the day after, like you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I'm not really dealing with that shit. Like nah, like I value my time. I don't want to be moving around all over the place and trying to switch shit over. Nah, it is what it is. Boom from right there. That's why I said, like, if you have some business about yourself and you put it right here, like, boom, this is what it is. This is who I am. Like, can you buy? Like, I could do this for you. You could do this for me. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, you're obviously not saying like, I do this for you. You do this for me. But you gotta show that, hey, like, I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
If you can show a woman you're a gentleman and shit, like, there's not a lot of people. Like,
Women
a
will
lot of guys-
appreciate that.
A lot of guys are not gentlemen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? Just open the doors and look.
They don't know how to be.
Yeah, if,
Nobody's there to teach them.
like I shit you not, bro. If you open a door for some girls out there, they're like, "Oh my god, no one ever did that shit for me."
Honestly,
it's
no.
crazy.
True story. Freshman year here, right? It was. I'm really close friends with one of them. And the other girl, she doesn't go in there. But it was my freshman year, and we was walking to the cafe. I held the door open for them. They was like, "Yo, you really a gentleman?" I was like, "Cause I held the door open." They was like, "Yeah." I was like,
They ain't never had that.
They was like, they said back at home, men don't do that. Like where they're from, they're like men are really like a-holes to females. And I'm like, dang. Like they was like, yeah, like they was like, yo, you're really a gentleman around me. Like that's crazy. Like they never experienced that.
Yeah.
So like, and honestly, and that also could become a problem for females too because you can be like, let's say like you're just being like that's you, and they'll fall for you like that. But because they never had none of that, so they're like, oh shoot, like this must be good. And 9 times out of 10, it's just like that's not good.
They just have daddy issues.
Yeah, like daddy issues. Like that's not good.
That's their own person. That's
that's the same, but that's not good because that's when females, start moving in our relationships. I'm moving on fast as that third because like, oh, they have daddy issues, stuff like that. And I really feel like, yo, like as men, moving on to the next generation, us right here, let's actually just be there for our kids, bro.
Of course.
So like we can stop that. We can really stop this. Like we have the power to stop this. Like stop that from happening from like like our daughters and stuff like that. Teach our daughters how they're supposed to be treated. Showing them that love, that genuine love. So like they won't fall for the BS that men say. The dudes with the slick lip. Because I was
should
one
be
of
that
them.
way.
Them is the girls. Them is the girls that who I seen go down the darkest paths.
For real, they go down the darkest
The
path.
ones who was missing the father figures and then the ones like it wasn't even just missing the father figure, but it was like it kind of was with a it was like it ended real bad between their parents or something.
Yeah.
And they don't know their dad. They don't see their dad that often. And it's like they just do things that are like unfathomable. But I'm not looking down upon them.
Those be some of the strongest women too, though.
Of course, they strong, but some of their decisions just
For
don't
real.
line up with what's conducive to them because they're missing a huge part, which is having a man. I read this somewhere too. If a girl grows up and she never has a man who loves her and is not looking for intimacy or sexual interactions, then it's gonna be difficult for her to identify what true love is in the future because a lot of dudes is gonna be gentlemen to her or show her that lifestyle just to get in them pants.
Yeah.
So
Literally.
it's important that a lot of girls know that.
That's why they say like don't tell a dude too much. Like if you tell a dude like how to get you, like they're gonna use it to their best advantage because if I can get them draws, and then like that's the goal for men. For a lot of men, well, a lot of boys, the goal is to get in the draws. So like that's why you have like females like be careful like what you tell us some men too because like if you tell them like, oh yeah, I like a man who's a gentleman, it's that a third, and like he start doing all that, like then boom, once you find like, oh yeah, like I can you know what I'm saying, like I let him get some. You give him some, you probably gonna hear from him in the next 48 hours.
But any dude,
like that's it, like he gone.
any dude who into a woman though, I think women be knowing what men want.
That's true.
It's better that they
That's
know
true.
that because
That's
the
true.
women who have fathers,
You think women really know what men want?
the women who have fathers know. The women who grew up with a
Debatable,
with a
but
male
I can-
figure
I-
or
yeah.
some type of male love.
They can spot the difference.
I
between
think that
Even a brother, even a brother.
They have a better chance.
Even a brother, like you're gonna know, like because just being around them, family time, talking to them, they're like, yeah, like that's what we like. We like women. Like, so I'm gonna try to get women. And if a girl goes out into the world knowing that, then she'll move differently than a girl who's never had that. You know, I watched the Marilyn Monroe thing on Netflix. It's
Gotta
a
watch
sad movie because she's like, you feel me, the sex symbol of the 40s or whatever. And like when we look
Nah,
back
she
on
was
her
bad.
life though, yeah, she was a pretty woman. But when we look back on her life though, like, bro, the reason a lot of the stuff happened to her is because, like, bro, she never knew her dad. She never knew who her dad was. So then all the men she met, the big prestigious men, JFK, athletes,
Definitely
movie
get that.
stars, when they was around her, and she's like, she's
Hugh Hefner.
already, yeah, like, bro, it's
I mean,
it's
you
a
can
wrap,
have, you
like,
can
bro.
still have
So
a daddy and still be a hoe.
you can,
No,
but
for real.
you can, but that's
For
more of
real.
a. I feel like that's more of a conscious
You can
decision.
have and you can have and you don't and you can have no dad and be the best.
Yeah,
That's
You
women.
can, but I feel like it's more of a conscious
it's easier.
decision.
It's definitely easier, like statistically showing.
Because I know
Yeah.
girls who are
If
who
you
are
have like a 2-parent household.
yeah, I know girls who are very active and very close with their fathers at the same time. But I think they know what they're doing. They
Right.
don't know. They might not know all the way, but they have a better grasp on it than someone who's never had a man to talk.
I got a question for you guys. You guys think overly emotional girl is a turn off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and some like
depends though.
Depends on what. What the hell?
Like honestly, if you're easily, like if you're easily triggered to cry, eventually I'm like, yo, like that's so. Where I'm from, we're from up north. Females up there are like there's tough like Teflon. Like it takes a lot for them to cry. Like yeah, like they're still sensitive stuff like that. But like I'm not used to that crying all the time. So like when you're crying around all the time, like eventually it's like, yo, like that's really gonna turn me off. But like I get it, like in the right time to cry, yeah. But like if you're crying because like
It doesn't have to be crying, just emotional in general.
emotional in general, it really depends, bro. Like it
Overly
depends.
emotional.
Overly emotional, yeah, yeah.
What is overly emotional though, bro?
Like
Who-
like
who-
crying,
who would
crying
consider
or getting
non-
sad.
consider something-
You're non-stop emotional.
That's annoying, bro.
Yeah, there's annoying.
like Christian Rock.
Not my type.
Yeah, like stuff
Yeah.
like that
She
because
getting
that gets you in
dubbed.
trouble.
Yeah, she's gonna get
But Tony Dungy told his players, 5 things to stay off the USA Today, and 2 of them was riding around with women being around women you either know too well or don't know well enough. And if you know somebody well enough to know she's overly emotional, she will cause a scene, she will make a big outburst,
yeah,
and you got a face in the world, or you feel me, a high profile person, you might want to think before you get into a serious situation with that person. Of
Nah, for
course,
real.
Yeah, because I can't do that. I can't do it.
yeah.
That's too much. Like if you're at her crying nonstop, we're just whining. I'm gonna tell your ass. to shut up.
whining, crying, like
But I
if you're
promise you.
crying-
But I promise you, bro. Like, bro. I'm telling you, bro. There's times I was, I was younger, so it's 20, not too long ago.
Bro,
This
how
man,
old
he
are
talk
you,
like
bro?
a old man,
I'm
bro.
22.
He talk like
He
an
said,
old
he
man,
said when I
bro.
was younger, like that was just 24 months ago, bro.
Alright, fuck out of here. But yeah, like there was literally times, even probably recently now. I don't even know, but I'll literally like if they're crying for no fucking reason, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like, if they were just being overly emotional, bro, I'm turning around and sleeping. Like fuck that shit. Like I'm talking
Not
about
gonna hold her?
huh?
Not gonna hold her, no. Like,
Bro, if you're crying, but you're telling me you're crying for some dumbass. I'm telling you, I've done it before. I don't like, bro. No, I'm sleeping. Like you know that meme with SpongeBob turning around like he's going to sleep. Like that if your girl's
You gonna
crying.
hold her, Joel?
yeah, I'm gonna hold my girl if she's
Let me
crying.
hold you, baby.
I'm gonna hold her if she's crying.
Even
But,
if she's crying for
if
some
you're-
bullshit.
That's what-
Nah, if you're crying, if you're sitting here crying because
The Tito's will burn.
if cookout ran out of like like cookout sauce and ran out of honey mustard, and you're sitting here and cry about that, I'm like, why are you crying?
And you probably still hold her.
Yeah, I still gonna come because like if she if
You
that person-
you got to be
Ain't
more
nothing
productive
wrong with
with
that,
your
bro.
time.
that's what I'm saying.
There's
But
nothing
like
wrong with it, but be productive.
But like I wasn't used to anything like that before. So that's what I'm saying. Like Southern females and Northern females are two different
At
types
the
of
end of the day,
females.
still, you know,
They are two different types of
that
females.
doesn't give you an excuse.
I'm
for that
not. I'm
bullshit,
not
bro.
holding my girl if she crying over cookouts.
But I ain't holding her for shit for that. Like, if you're
I
crying
like-
for that, bro, like, no, I'm not holding your ass for
That
that.
happened to you before, bro?
Bro, everything that happened.
Very specific. He done been through it. He done been through them dark times.
over cookout.
I wouldn't say it was overcooked, but like stuff little like that, it happens to me before.
I've been feeling pain
By
for so
sensitive, by
long.
by female, like because like I said, like Southern females, like I've talked to a few females from down south, and like literally, bro, like
I done became numb.
a lot of them are very like emotional, like crying over the littlest things. Like all right, how about this? I'll give an example. Let's say this. Like, let's say you're going to a spot you never been to before at all. And like me being the person I am, when I get food from like a restaurant, I check it first before we pull off. So I check it, make sure everything was clear and stuff like that. I didn't know what this kind of sauce looked like.
Wait. You said a restaurant?
Not a restaurant, like a fast food establishment. Like
Okay.
a fast food chain. So yeah.
Okay.
So I never been here before. It's my first time here.
There's a huge
difference. It's my first time here, so I always check the food before we pull out. She was like, everything look good? I say everything good. Boom, get back to the crib. She's like, oh, where's my sauce? I'm like, this is it. Because I didn't know it was gravy. Like, I didn't know it was gravy. Like, I never been here before. I'm thinking that's the sauce that you asked for. Like, it's like special sauce, something like that.
Gravy,
So,
you think gravy's extra? You don't think she would have
it was in a
gravy?
styrofoam cup, though. So
Oh.
I'm thinking, like, that's the sauce. Like, okay. And then, like, she gets mad at me. And I start crying, goes,
She started crying.
He was in an emotionally manipulative relationship.
You
Joel suffered an emotionally
I got mad
manipulative
because
you cried?
no, I ain't cried.
Oh.
Like she was crying and she's like, "Oh, you only check for yourself. You never want to check for me." After I looked in both boxes, I was just like, "What is going on?" So like, got upset at that. So like, that is a huge turnoff. I'm just like, but I'm already committed. Like like at this time, like 8 months in relationship, committed 8 months in relationship. So I'm dealing with that. I've been dealing
8
with
months.
this.
This your ex. Oh, this your ex you talking
No,
about?
nah.
I
Damn, I
walked
messed
my
up.
ass out.
So I'm like this. I'm just like mad at me for like a good 30 minutes. I'm just like, bruh, like.
Why you ain't get
It's
the
not
sauce,
awful.
bruh?
How was I supposed? This is my first time there. Literally, I never been here before, so I'm thinking like that's
Nah, it
the
ain't your
sauce.
fault, bruh.
You
So
need to
then
give
what
us.
What did you do?
eventually-
So what did you do?
I,
You went to go
sat
get the
there, ate
sauce.
my food, bro. I was like, yo, I ain't about to deal with this right now.
Nah, that's
And
what you
then
supposed to do, though.
King.
That's what you
yeah,
supposed to do.
eventually, she apologized. But I feel like this, like, all that could have been avoided if you just learn how to control your emotions. I feel like female and
She
males.
shut the fuck up. About salt. Like I'm not hearing it, bro. I'm not.
Like,
I
I'm
would
saying
not
though,
go
so like overly emotional females.
So let me ask you
is
this.
a
Hold
turnoff.
on.
It's hard to
What was
handle
you
that.
doing when she was like crying about the sauce? Like, what was you?
I was
you
like,
just sitting
I
there
was like, I
eating
literally said the word for. I said, I know you're not mad at me right now, and she was like, yes, I am mad at you. I was like,
And
you're
then
mad
what
at
you
me
say back?
because this is my first time. We went to Whataburger. My first time at Whataburger. Never been there before, so I'm just like, she asked for like some honey sauce, and I'm thinking that's the sauce. But like, you get mad at me after I checked the bag. Like I'm checking, like, yo, everything looks good. I checked both. I didn't even check my box. I checked
That's
her
where
box.
you messed up, that bro.
My
I don't
boy
know.
was getting gaslighted. He didn't mess up. He was
Yeah,
getting gaslighted.
he was
Yeah.
getting gaslit.
So I'm like,
Nah,
and
he
then-
getting gaslighted, bro.
So I'm like,
Definitely
I'm
took
like,
advantage.
and our mutual friend said you was gaslit throughout the whole relationship.
Yeah,
you,
for sure.
You definitely was, bro.
So
She
I'm
definitely
sitting
took
here,
advantage
I'm like, bro, like you're really mad at me.
But that's not
because-
her fault though. That's your fault.
How is it my fault?
because you're over there
Because,
taking
bro,
that shit.
you too vulnerable, bro.
too damn
Like,
grown.
you
Because,
ain't
like,
set-
honestly-
you ain't handle business though. You ain't.
All right, I do take that. Like, I didn't handle it right. I ain't put my foot down. You feel me? Like,
Like,
yo,
I
like,
just-
I blame
like,
on me. But now
Let
I
him know, Manny. Let him know.
Like,
Let me know, man.
it's-
Talk
it's
to me,
just
man.
Certain times, like I remember last semester, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna put your business.
Nah,
out.
bring it up.
Never mind.
Nah, you already started, bro. You gotta say it, man.
Nah, I'm just.
There's no hurt feelings.
Co-cast, cleanest, cockiest cast in the country.
All right, I'm gonna say this. You remember? It was lit though, but it was just like, dang, like,
So, homecoming?
nah, it was when y'all went to go take the little fall picture.
Oh, no. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it.
Talk about what?
Bro, that whole day, bro, Joel, I was just like,
Cole,
bro,
I'm gonna send you the video, bro.
doing, bro?
I'm gonna
Like,
send you the video. Put the video. I got a video.
No, no.
we
No, we not.
Nah, we're not gonna do that.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
gonna
I didn't
leave
wanna
that
speak on
be.
it though. That's why I said
It wasn't personal. It wasn't. It's not too explicit. It was
Yeah.
just.
Nah,
Yeah.
I deleted
was
that.
talking
But I
about it. He
know,
was
I
talking
know a
about
lot of y'all have that picture.
What
and-
kind
No, it's not the picture.
Wait,
It was a
what
video
video?
of us in the we was in the training room and you was talking about it. It's not the picture, but it was a video. Y'all was talking about which ones to post. You was talking about which ones to post. It was a funny video, bro.
Wait.
Video
We talking
What
about? You gotta
picture?
say it now.
What picture you're
Are you
talking?
talking about the picture we took by the tree?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone.
A picture by a tree?
Basically, all right. How about this? I'm gonna be a man about it. All right. So like, like we're both goofy people, so we both take goofy pictures. So we did a gender swap picture.
Everybody, y'all have a good night.
And
We
the picture was
Girl's a
me.
changed man.
But
He's
the
not
picture-
like this no more. I promise.
He's healed though. He healed though. He
The
delivered.
picture was the picture was her grabbing my butt.
She pegs you, cuz. No.
which one you press? Which one you press?
No. Hold on. Time
All
out,
right,
time
press the button, boy.
The
Hey.
picture was me, and me got my head turned around, like you know how the females would take when they take a picture with their man, like the man grip the butt and they turn around. It was what
Hey, get him
Bro,
out of
bro,
here.
chill.
Oh,
love
get him
make
outta
you do
here.
some
chill,
crazy,
chill.
strange things, boy. And every time I look back at that picture, I'm like, bro, you was the dumbest nigga
Bro,
I
I
know.
try to tell you, but you ain't want to
Like,
listen
bro,
to me. Bro.
I ain't
You was
gonna
too
cap.
happy.
And I posted that, and honestly, me personally, I'm like, I'm never doing that ever again. You gotta be my wife.
You posted it?
Yes, we
I
both
don't think we
posted it.
supposed to do that in any
Did-
circumstance.
did
I don't
she-
feel like we
did she
supposed to do that.
post- Did she post it?
Yes, bro.
We not supposed to do that in any circumstance. Under no circumstance.
Honestly, because like, and certain people like, honestly, the females was loving it. Like, yo, we love that last picture, stuff like that. But honestly, now I look back at it, I should have
Oh,
never,
They don't
never in my
love
life.
it.
What was the
done that.
last picture?
Huh?
What was the last picture?
The last picture last semester, but it was, I want to say right before we played.
No, so you said last picture.
Wait, what'd you say?
He asked him what was the last picture. Like
Last
what type
picture-
of picture was it?
Yeah, you said the girls loved the last picture.
The
What-
last picture was me with the gender swap. That was a gender swap.
Oh,
It was her grabbing my butt and
Yeah.
me hit the head turn around. Yeah.
Boy,
nah.
I ain't gonna cap, like, bro, love make you do some strange things, man. I ain't gonna
Nah,
cap.
bro, that ain't love, bro.
boy, you need
I
a
don't know
whooping.
what that is.
Bro.
You need some tough love. You need a whooping.
You really do.
Listen, boys, I'll never be down bad like that ever again. Yeah, I got my word, bro.
That was like, yeah, ball in the barrel.
I
I
didn't
ain't
want to
gonna
bring
lie.
it up. That's why I said let's not.
Nah, it's
Feel
all
me?
good, bro. It's all like, yo, like put everything out there on the table, bro.
Nah,
Like,
you put too much on the table. Bro.
bro, I'm like this, bro, because like at the end of the day, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I know
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gay.
lit,
I'm
though.
a heterosexual male. I
You're-
like women. So like, honestly, bro, if I'm taking that picture with my girl, I feel like what's wrong with that? I'm taking it with my girl.
Nah,
Are you
person,
bi?
Nah.
No, I'm not bi. The person who I sleep with every night, the person who I
That's his
like,
prerogative. It is.
like I'm saying, like the person, like,
You get pegged?
no, what,
Cole gonna take it there.
bro?
No, I'm just asking because
No, bro, I'm a heterosexual male. Only deal with females, bro.
I just had to make sure. Just asking.
Oh,
Bro, he
deal
a
with
man of
females,
God,
bro.
bro.
That's,
Like,
that's,
yeah,
no,
bro.
there's no problem with it. No,
Bro,
there's no,
you
there's
you
no
don't know
problem with
Joel.
that.
He's a man of God, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
listen.
I said there's no problem
Oh
with that.
my
Like,
listen,
God.
listen.
I'm
bro,
not,
like,
you know, I'm just asking.
honestly, bro, like when I say like, bro, love will make you do some things. Love will make you do some things just to please the person. Like, you feel me? Or sometimes you genuinely just want to do something, just do it. Like at that moment, like that's something like we both agreed on doing. So like, let's do it and stuff like that because like we're both like silly people and stuff like that. So like, I didn't see nothing wrong with it until I get to the locker room and everybody just like.
Bro,
Like,
you tripping?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, dang, what happened, bro? Like, I was
Bro,
talking
I try to
today in
tell
the
you,
locker
bro.
room, practice, after practice.
I
at the
try to
pad.
tell you.
I'm
I
like, dang.
like. I remember you was like, bro, Manny, which one should I post, bro? I was just, yeah.
I'm gonna send the video, bro. It's
trying to
nothing
tell you.
crazy, but it was them talking, and he was literally like, bro, nah, post this one, post this one.
Yeah, it was bad.
All right, what would you guys give advice to the young men out there or young women trying to travel through their emotions? You know, figure out their
Get
emotions.
to know yourself, love yourself first before you love anybody else, and then once you're in the best relationship or mental space with yourself, then you can mix in with somebody else and start to mingle around and build something crazy. You know what I mean?
I'll piggyback off of him with the love yourself because if you don't know how to love yourself, you really can't love nobody else. And dealing with your emotions, if you know you have a hard time dealing with your emotions, I really think that like going to therapy is not a bad thing. Going to therapy is not a bad thing at all. Like so, like go to therapy and like or talk to somebody who's like close to you, who knows like emotionally mature and stuff like that to help you and give you advice on how to control your emotions. Like it's nothing wrong with asking questions, but sitting there knowing you have a problem and not do nothing to fix it, that's a big problem.
It's crazy.
You're carrying that into another relationship, and that's how you're gonna damage yourself more and damage the other person. Like they say, hurt people hurt people. So like, if you know that your emotions is not right and that you really need to get a fix on it, get it done now because I guarantee you, like you're just gonna a fire trail right behind you from relationship, friendship, all that. You're just like, just get it right now, man, for real.
Well, Hutchinson, everybody.
What were you, man?
Nah, like they said though, you gotta love yourself and talk to people. Me personally, I ain't no healer, so if you come into that relationship 2 weeks with that, like you ain't gonna hear from me no more.
Man, say you got a
I'm
2-week notice.
Yeah, I'm not with all that. Like if we locked in,
Come
and you-
healed.
yeah, if we locked in and then you start to experience these things, I'm gonna be there for you. But if you coming in and I'm not dealing with that, I'm sorry.
And for people that would try to twist his words around, my man did say, if you have a little things, we'll deal with that, but come locked in. He's not saying that be the
Yeah.
perfect person to be, but he's saying that like be
Don't
like,
be coming over here
Don't come over
damaged.
here with damage and stuff like that. If you know you ain't right,
Facts.
don't come over here, bro. Don't root like you feel me.
Dude, hey, we they all
Appreciate
halfway
that,
hanging
bro.
out.
You know I got you, bro.
Yeah,
That's my teammate
because
right there. That's my
if you're
brother.
coming over here damaged, I don't need none of that shit.
Nah, for real.
I ain't no healer.
Mm,
I only know one.
them days are done.
Jesus Christ, Lord
Nah,
save.
Facts.
So y'all,
the what you call it? Advice you give you guys, like they said, focus on yourself. Really focus on yourself. Really, like you really just gotta focus on yourself. Like make sure, like fix everything that you lack, and learn. Continue to learn as much as you can from different people that you actually know that have common sense are actually doing shit. Because you can't be listening to everyone. Everyone just because there's people like, oh yeah, I be listening to such and such and all that stuff, or so and so, and I'm like, and we know people, you know what I'm saying? So when you hear the people they be listening, like the people they be hearing, getting advice from, I'm like, what the fuck? You ever listen
Yeah.
to a dumbass? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it does matter who you really get
Facts.
That goes
advice
into KYP. Know your personnel and trust people to be who they are. Expect people to be who they are. So if you know
Facts.
somebody goes to the gym every day at 5 o'clock, expect them to be at the gym at 5 o'clock. And then when they at the gym at 5 o'clock, don't go in there like, oh, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Not like, if somebody do something a lot and you notice it, acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you feel me? Expect that from them so that when it happens, you don't get upset. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like if you wanna make money, you're not gonna ask someone
Who broke?
who's broke or only has only has fast money and only can keep it for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta ask someone that has longevity. You get what I'm saying?
Not for
One
You
real.
guys you gotta ask for someone that has multiple streams. You gotta ask other people that's like successful, like real deal successful.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's the same way you just gotta go about it with your own self. You gotta find some like you know what, this person, they seem like they're like, what you call it, they're proper by themselves and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're put together,
Yeah.
and you just talk to them. You like get to know them and just go from there. You just gotta talk to people. You get what I'm saying?
And that also falls
Yeah,
back on the
that helps
saying.
you out. That'll help you out emotionally, like with your emotional journey too, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And that also falls back on the saying. It was like, the bird of a feather flock together. So like,
Ooh, that's
if
one of the
you want
ones.
to if you want to be somewhere, like, let's say this. Let's say you want to be in the NFL or you want to be successful. Hang around people who's already there. Get the knowledge from them. Get the like get the advice from them. Get the advice from the successful people. So like like, okay, like I'm around these successful people. They're at where I want to be. Let me let me learn from them. Let me get experience from them. Instead of you hanging around people who doesn't want nothing to do with themselves, because eventually either you're gonna help bring them up or they're gonna bring you down. That's literally what it is. So that's the same when a bird of a feather flock together. That's real.
Birds of a
Like,
feather flock to be
exactly.
together. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
run around with losers, you will end up a loser.
You'll
For
be a
real.
loser for real. But shit, hey, I really love this episode. Thank you for coming on, Joel.
No problem,
LT,
man.
Thank you,
Anytime,
Trey.
man.
Thank you, Manny.
Cocaine.
You guys have anything you guys want to plug?
Cleanest, cockiest cast in the country.
Hey,
Cocaine.
keep God first, man.
Love yourselves.
And then remember
That's
to
Joel,
subscribe to the
man.
channel. Subscribe to Trey Zoom's channel.
Hey, and make sure y'all go cop
YouTube.com/TreyZone.
some gear, man, from Codecast. Y'all go cop the apparel.
Yeah.
About to get a sweatsuit.
Yeah.
But Cocast and YouTube.com/TreyZone. And we gonna keep going up. I know it's fun to watch. It's fun to be a part of. So appreciate my boy
you
Cole.
having me, bro.
Yeah, I really
Bro.
appreciate
Yeah,
Cole, though.
appreciate you inviting
Big
me.
shout out to
man.
Cole.
All right.
Most definitely, man.
Thank you guys. And
I'll give you ear 5.
There you go.
thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you.
Love.
Love.